They knew those niggas couldn't read when they couldn't understand. Would have, as did, alongside him purely. Misreading paragraphs and sentence structures.
Them niggas can't read, they bluffing. Talking super wild, ain't nothing. You playing, I'm guffing. Acting aggressive, bluffing. While you playing, I was hustling. I've been retired cattle rustler. Mills off the muscle.
Them niggas can't read, they bluff. Talking super wild, ain't nothing. You playing, I'm guffing. Acting aggressive, bluffing. While you playing, I was hustling. I've been retired cattle rustler. Mills off the muscle.
Them niggas can't read, they bluffing. Reading comprehension causes tension. I'm top notch, you benching. Them niggas can't read, kill conversation. I'm sitting back embracing constant winds, y'all bitches blazing. Ignorance profound at the forefront conversation.
Them niggas can't read, they bluffing. Talking super wild, ain't nothing. You play them guffing. Acting aggressive, building nothing.
You vote Trump, hating, top debater, knowledge generator, Mount Olympus. We built this, them niggas can't read, gifted. Now I'm pissed, you did this. True and you miss, can't hit this. Your 5th grade reading did this. Book reading, kill this. Now read this, what's up with the fakest?
Them niggas can't read, they bluffing. Talking super wild, ain't nothing. You play them guffing. Acting aggressive, bluffing.
Them niggas can't read. But what's the reason they chose greed over reason over intelligence? I've been relevant, believe me. YNs can't read, feel penitentiary, but I stay free, stay slick on the John Wick shit, and I'm loud on the mic with that stem grip. Pseudo killing till the day I die. Don't know why. Most get high, but I stay fly. Never less than the guy. Rather stay sober than high. Keep the rocket from pockets. Check the document, been rocking it. Filled all requirements, wild environments. Still pull blicks, shooting that science shit. Them nigga can't read, die and breathe. They smoke, spray weed. They smoking trees, bend knees. It be what it be.
Them niggas can't read. It be what it be.
They die to go to hell.
Now free. It be what it be, never mattered to me. Always could read, yeah, niggas can't read. Yet they breed, kids that can't read. Fill the prisons, just up, cut, running around, doing stick-ups. I'm too quick, pull blicks, stem, hit, staying on that science shit. Them niggas can't read.
Live in America, land in the free.
I keep it on me.
I pull blicks, slick, protection shit.
Stay on that science shit.
Them niggas get what they get.
Them niggas can't read.
It
be what it be. Stay on that science shit. Them niggas can't read.
Them niggas get what they get.
It be what it be. Stay on that science shit. Them niggas can't read. It be what it be. Stay on that science shit.
Man, most get high, but I stay fly. Man. Y'all ninjas can't read. Man, I'm talking about reading comprehension, man. That's essential to what we do around here. It's comprehending the words and the paragraphs and the sentence structures. Man, big up to the audience, man. We want to make sure we continue to put together some powerful shows, man, and doing this thing right. I hope I can change your opinion on some things. If not, then I just can't. And I ain't really tripping, and I understand we don't all think alike, but man, I want y'all to take some thought in the things that I talk about. And y'all see the title, Will the Real Gods Please Stand Up? And today I put the S in it because it's actually the gods. When you study history, when you look into it, and we don't speak in absolutes, but when you actually look into it, you'll see that the one God or the worship of the one particular item came later on. And big up to all the supporters and the people that are listening. And you say, am I trying to shake your religion? Nah, man, I ain't trying to shake your religion. I'm trying to put some parameters on it so you just know how far to go. Big up the Black Panther. What it do? So cold, so gold. They all in the pseudo killer army, man. Appreciate y'all for real. Echo Cypher, man, I see you, man. Immortal, what's going on with you? I never got your view on what you thought about the science of vaccines. You was quiet on that issue. A little bit quiet on that. Hold on, I just got a text message from Dr. Andy, the evolutionary psychologist. Gonna fit right into this conversation. Make sure I bring, the experts to y'all. Man, let's see. Let me see. I need to check out. Let me see. Okay. Hold on. Hold on, y'all. We really want to get this in. Go back and look at yesterday's show, man. It was real powerful. All right. So there's tens of thousands of deities. Over 4,000 documented religions. I'm going to say again. Humans have invented many gods, or worship many things throughout history. At least several tens of thousands, y'all. And I'm just trying to figure out, will the real God please stand up? Or the real gods please stand up? There are many polytheistic traditions. They have dozens and hundreds and even thousands of deities. Ancient Egyptians had over 1,500 named deities, divine beings, known in surviving texts. The Greek religions had gods and goddesses and heroes and spirits. Ancient Mesopotamia had well over thousands of named deities across different city-states and periods. The Hindu tradition, man, they went hard. They had thousands of named deities, manifestations, often cited 330 million is generally understood by scholars as symbolic, theoretical expression rather than literal senses in separate gods. There are at least tens of thousands of distinct deities over the last 10,000 years of recorded and prehistoric religious practices, man. We as African Americans aren't privy to any of this because we don't read. And when we do read, we take on a colonial mindset, meaning we thought that the God was the right way to do it. Because that's all we knew. We knew Islam and Christianity. And then we got super slick and went New Age religion and swear it was ancient African religion. That's where y'all caught up at right now. I'm going to say this again. Most African Americans are Christian. Some play Hebrew. And a lot of us are Muslims. It's the one God. You think of nothing else. So I just want to make you take a look at what the hell you think you're doing. And I talked about it yesterday as far as the cultural exchange and cultural traditions. Cultural traditions, cultural exchange is social systems, social cultural systems. When we speak of religion, We speak of social cultural systems. What's a social cultural system? A cultural system is an interaction of different elements in culture. While cultural systems vary different from social systems, sometimes both systems together are referred to as social cultural systems. Behaviors, ethics, morals, worldviews, texts, sanctified places, prophecies, or organizations. This is what a religion is: supernatural, transcendent, spiritual elements. And we talked about it not having no precise definition when we talk about religion being a social cultural system. So different religions may or may not contain various elements ranging in divine, sacredness, faith, and supernatural beings or beings. Majority of the world is Christianity and is Islam, Hinduism, then Buddhism. But why? We need to really take a good, hard look at this. And I give you the answer. It's called colonialism. The Muslims colonized a large portion of the known world at that time. They didn't know about the whole world. You can look at the empire. It was a vast empire. They sent letters out to heads of state. I call them the get down or lay down letters. Muhammad supposedly wrote the letters. Y'all didn't know about that? You can look it up. You could definitely look that up. These letters said, come to the faith. Didn't say come to the faith of the gods. With the S, it said come to the faith, the one God. How the hell did they determine what the one God was? It's wild to me. Did they draw some straws? How did they do it? Whatever it was, they did it. We're a product of that. And then you get the Christians when they bumped into the New World. They found two continents by accident. They formed printing presses. This will allow mass production of the one God to spread around the world. Spread around the world on slave ships, partly. Well, the slave ships was the ships of commerce. You didn't know that? They would take products and goods to different parts of that empire that they had colonized. They would take maybe wines and liquor and goods for the people to survive. The colonies that they had put in different places. They would bring products and goods there, right? And as specifically, let's talk about Africa. They bring products and goods for the colonized areas, right, where they could survive. They would bring these products and goods on these ships. Now, we've heard people say, ain't no such thing as slave ships. Well, yeah, you're not paying attention because you can't read. You can read the words, but you can't comprehend the sentences and the words on the page. There wasn't necessarily specifically a slave ship unto itself. What it was a ship that could be fitted for different products and goods. Let's say it again. There were ships that could be fitted for different products and goods. Humans being one product and good. Chattel slavery. They looked at you as being a product and a good. Thought of you, your value was no more than that. And so while the ships brought supplies to different parts of their empire, it could wait. After they unloaded, they could wait while they gathered slaves. They could fit the ship to house human cargo. While they was waiting, they could transform certain parts of the ship, right? Sleeping quarters and stuff of that nature, and then board slaves after they gathered up enough of them. Then they was off again. They would drop them. They would drop those particular slaves off to the New World, right? And they would refit the ships, put different types of products and goods on it, and go back again. So it never was, in trucking, you always want to have a load going and a load coming back, and that's how they did it. Business. It's called the global economy. And in this back and forth, they spread biblical literature. I don't call it scriptures because then that's another thing. That's a mentality. I call it literature. Some of the best literature written. It's not sacred and divine to me, but it may be to you. The value is the value that you, the person, put on the pages. I value it as being literature, which is important. It's an important piece of literature because it gives you a peep into particular time periods. It's never talking about the whole world. Let's get that straight. Most of y'all get that confused because you're not reading. If you read it, you would see it was never talking about the whole world. And we know it wasn't talking about the whole world because the people that wrote it around 600 or 300 BCE had no idea about the whole world. The Romans didn't know the whole world. The Greeks didn't know the whole world. The daggone Egyptians sure as hell, nor did the Sumerians know about the whole world. None of them knew. It's later on in CE time where they start to realize and bump into and figured out there's 2 more continents. Prior to that, they only knew about Europe, Africa, and Asia. Look it up. And finding those 2 extra continents with plants, flora, and fauna, which is plants and animals, that added a whole nother piece to it that made them realize that the knowledge they had was based off of a faulty premise, that there was more to learn. And they was wondering, why didn't the Greeks know? Remember, they was heavily relying on the Greek philosophers at this time. The Muslims relied on the Greek philosophers, and the Europeans relied on the Greek philosophers. And then, of course, you had African philosophy, but I'm talking about reliance on the Greek philosophy. So when they discovered the New World, then they was like, man, we didn't, they must didn't know. So it changed the whole trajectory. I say all this to say, will the real gods please stand up? Why are we making this decision? We're making the decision off of ignorance. And yet I say fear. Because if you really, really thought about it, and if you cared about what your ancestors thought, you would at least examine and understand that they talk about the gods or the ancestors or the different forces in nature. And I'm talking about the people that stand up and stick their chests out and swear they don't practice the white man religion. That's why we got away from Islam, Christianity, and Judaism, because it's the white man's religion. I won't argue with that. But you go right back to the white man's thought pattern and religion. Find that to be interesting. You go new agey on us, full of pseudoisms, full of wild information. The cosmic force. You don't say the cosmic forces, you say the cosmic force. The one consciousness. You don't talk about the consciousnesses. Is that a word? You never do. You're always locked in colonial thought. So the early ancestors, then most of y'all don't even know this. The early people, sometimes they worship their ancestors. Let me come to like real quick. I want to do this real fast as we move forward, right? I want to kind of deal with irreligion. 1 second, let me see. Botswana. 1 second. Irreligion in Africa, right? Irreligion in Africa encompasses atheism in Africa, as well as agnosticism, secular humanism, and general secularism. Has been estimated at over tens of millions in various polls. It says while predominant religion in Africa and Islam in Africa are Islam and Christianity, many groups of individuals still practice traditional beliefs. Despite this, the irreligious population is notable, specifically in South Africa, where 3.1% of the population describes themselves as irreligious, atheist, or agnostic. And in Botswana, where 7.1% of the population describe themselves as non-religious. Well, that 7.1% is around the same amount of atheists that you have in America, somewhere around 7%. That includes black and white. But I want to take you to Botswana real fast. I think this is important. Let me see if I can get this here. Let me share the screen for you real fast, y'all. And I appreciate everybody that's in here, man. Hit the Cash App early, man. Join the channels, man. Like and subscribe. Subscribe to the Community Skeptics. Subscribe to the Pseudo Killers, man. And subscribe to Solid Studios, yo. We got about 100,000 something subscribers on Solid Studios. We're moving close to 5,000 on the Community Skeptics, and I think we got maybe 3,500 on the Pseudo Killers. I don't know, man. Just support that, man. And while y'all in the middle of supporting, man, you know, hit the Cash App, man. Let me read. We got 10 jewels from Echo Cypher. Then we got 100 jewels. Echo Cypher. Appreciate that, man. Want to talk to me? Talk to me. Do that. Let me share the screen. A lot of times when we thinking about the gods and the gods, we try to say that everybody didn't believe in the gods in Africa. Y'all laugh and play. So I want to come to Botswana real quick. All right. Now, traditional religions. Traditional religions in Botswana include Bandimo and Modimo. Now I know Modimo has something to do with the god, the gods. Let me see. Mandingo is the creator god, supreme deity sky. Bandimo is the name for traditional African practice of ancestor veneration. Like they venerate the ancestors. Although at times they still might be Christians, they still practice this indigenous way of life where you venerate the ancestors. And I want to bring this point so y'all can open your minds and know that everybody don't have a God, regardless of how you was taught. Some people venerate their ancestors, and particularly in Botswana, it includes the Bandimo. All right, and they're worshiping their ancestors. Here you go. Bandimo literally means ancestors. It's the name of traditional African practice of ancestor veneration for the Sotho Twas people in Botswana, South Africa, and Lesotho. It say, although most Sotho, let me make sure I'm saying this right. Yeah, that's a lot. Let me see if I can get this right. I'm going to get this right for y'all here. We did the talk. Let's see.
Sotho Tswana
people, the Christians, is saying in reality, a great majority of them follow at least some of the traditions deemed Bandimo, even if they are strong followers of another religion. So they practice in true religion. You say, well, how could you do that? See, a different mindset. In some places in the world, specifically Africa, you practice more than one religion. You might practice 3. Man, we think that to be unthinkable in America, don't we? There's more than one way to think about this. And I think it's important. That's why I'm bringing this particular conversation. And I'm going to drop the link early and often. But I'm bringing this particular conversation so you can see that there is not one way to think about this. And if you get stuck on thinking there's one way to think about this, that's an issue, because then you're no longer thinking. Being part of those that were enslaved and brought to the Americas for the last 300 or 400 years or so, it's important for us to question everything. Because if you're not questioning something, you're getting left behind. You might just get tricked. So did you get tricked with the one God? The majority of the world was steeped in, for the longest periods of time, of the gods or the forces, right? For a long time, for at least 350,000 years, they was worshiping the many. So let me get to right here. I would like to give you a list of deities. Let me show you. There you go, list of deities. A list of deities by classification. All right. Supreme God, look, we just creator, mother gods. Y'all click it on and just look at it. Cattle gods, bear gods, gods with animal features, gods as spirits and deities of the dead. Gods as spirits of deities of the dead. See what I'm saying? So that's why that conversation that Reggie had and that debate was interesting, because these gods for these people was literal. They really believed that. Gods of the upper world, sky gods, star gods, weather gods. Look, and we just keep going on and on and on and on and on. Yeah, the list is endless. Endless. List of deities by cultural sphere. Mami Wata. Mami Wata. Osiris. Hindu belief. The cow. Sub-Saharan African deity, Negro land. Berber deities, North Africa. Egyptian deities, Afro-American religion, Orisha, Central America, and the list goes on. China, list goes on and on and on and on. And I say to you, will the real gods please stand up? Why have you chosen the one God? Man, I can tell you why. It's called colonialism and the way the belief system was introduced to you. And this is what I don't like. I don't like when they try to push the one God on traditional African spirituality. That's not even the way they thinking ain't that. Right? They think the mode of thinking is a little bit different. I'm not saying it's right or wrong, but they're more closely related to the indigenous people. You get it? So the farther away you get from the indigenous people, you start reducing the gods. That's interesting. A list of the deified pharaohs in a lifetime. In ancient Egyptian religion, it was standard for pharaohs to be worshipped. Remember we talked about that? List of goddesses, a list of people who have been considered deities, a list of pharaohs deified. We could just keep going on. It's so many different categories here, right? Amazing, isn't it? Why did you choose the one God? And then you left the one God, the monotheism, which seems to be the last on the totem pole. You left monotheism, right? And you went to the new age where you mixy-matchy everything. Was you trying to get back? Who was you following when you did that? Some of us wanted to practice traditional African religion. Some of us wanted to practice traditional Native American religion. How much did we think about this before we did that? I know I didn't put a whole lot of thought into it like this. We should have been trying to connect it to finances some kind of way, because you know what it's about. It's about food, clothing, and shelter. And protection of that. That's the order of business. That has been the order from day one. Food, clothing, and shelter. And then you got to protect it, because somebody will take it from you. For millions of years, this has been going on amongst the populations of humans, whether it be archaic humans or Homo sapiens sapien humans. So if it's about food, clothing, and shelter, right, then your God should help you produce food, clothing, and shelter, or at least be in alignment with it, right? Let me say this last thing. Let me put this chart up here for you. Let me see how the choice you made put you in the category of being broke. Yeah, craziest thing ever. It put you in the one God mode to be broke. Oh, man. So here we go. The peer research. Household income in U.S. religious groups. So, Jewish, 16%, right? 16% make 30,000 or lower. 15% make 30,000 to 49,000. 24% make 50 to 99,000. And 44% make over 100,000. You should probably be Jewish. Hindu, 17% make 30,000 or below. 13% make from 30,000 to 49.99 thousand. 34% make 50 to 99, almost 100,000. And 36% make over 100,000. You should probably be a Hindu then. Episcopal Church, 19% make 30,000 or below. 13% make 30,000 to damn near 50,000. 34% make 50,000 to 99.99. 99, almost 100,000. And 35% make over 100,000. You should probably be that. Presbyterian Church in the U.S., 24, below 30,000 and so on. And maybe 32% will make over 100,000. You should probably do that. Atheists, 24% make 30,000 or below. 18% make 30 to 49.99 thousand. No, 49, almost 100,000. 28% make 50,000 to almost 100,000. And 30% make over 100,000. Yeah, you should just be an atheist. Agnostic, right? Making over 100,000. 29%, right? And 22% make under 30,000. Y'all see the numbers so off. United Church in Christ, right? The 29 make over 100,000. You could do that too, right? But this is what you don't want to do. You don't want to be a Mormon. When you start being a Mormon, the numbers start falling. Mormon, see? Mormon. 27% make under 30,000. See how them numbers is climbing? Y'all see where this is going at, right? I know y'all can see. Y'all can see. How about being the Muslims? I'm not sure. Yeah, they getting brokered too. 34% make under 30,000 and only 20% make over 100,000. A Catholic, 36%, get a little more broker, make under 30,000 and only 19% make over that. Make over 100,000. 7-day Adventist or 7-day to spinach. Or how about the Baptist? 15%. If you're a 7-day spinach, you're making over 100,000, only 15% of y'all. Southern Baptist Convention, only 16% make over 100,000 and 32% make under 30,000. Buddhists, man, 13% make over 100,000, 36% make less. This is what you don't want to be. National Baptist Convention, 49% make under 30,000. Ain't that what the majority of African Americans be Baptists, right? Huh? Who played the joke? And only 9% of us made over 100,000. See, this is why this conversation is important. Look in the damn mirror. I'm going to say it again. Don't be a Baptist, because almost 50% of y'all make under 30,000. See that? And only 9% of y'all make over 100,000. Woo! And absolutely don't be a Jehovah's Witness, because 48, man, the Baptists may, 48% make under 30,000. The Baptists got them beat. And only 4% make over. So you definitely ain't making over 100,000. You're a Jehovah's Witness, yo. Yeah. Interesting stat, isn't it? So let me read this. While there is strong and proven correlation between education and income, I'm trying to tell y'all. So I say scientific literacy, right? It's going to affect your daggone income. It's harder to know whether there also is a link between religion and wealth. It's hard, but we can figure it out, right? What we can say is that members of some religious groups, not to mention atheists and agnostic, on average have a higher household income than others, and those in the richest religious groups also tend, on average, to be better educated than most Americans. Yeah, so the atheists and all that, did y'all be taught better educated, having higher incomes? Don't be a Baptist. Don't be a Jehovah's Witness. Don't be a Muslim. Assembly of God, don't do it. Church of God in Christ, don't do it. Yeah, okay. I just wanted to kind of just throw that out there for y'all in the midst of y'all learning. I'm just trying to say it. Just trying to get your point. Trying to help you out here. Believe what you want to believe. You can follow the gods, but with the real gods, please stand up. So, let me drop the link in case anybody want to get in there. And man, hit the Cash App, man. Show some love, man. Be with you for a couple hours today, man. See if we can generate a healthy conversation. Hope so. Hope so. Really hope so. Jump on the panel. All right. The atheist is getting all the money. Nah, see? The preacher get the money in the Christian faith. The preacher get the money in the black church. The preacher get the money. See? But the believer, he get Christ and God. I just find it to be interesting. Well, we want to make sure that our afterlife is right. Which one? The Egyptians had the first idea of the afterlife. That's part of Egyptian religion. And they actually thought they went there. That's why I thought that debate that they had was wild. Because at the end of the day, did you know that the ancient Egyptians, when their king died, they murdered the subjects that supported the king and may have murdered some of his army and buried him with him because they wanted him to help the king in the afterlife. They literally thought they was going there. Why would you kill a person who didn't think they was going there? That'd be silly, wouldn't it? You at least had to believe they was literally going to be there to help him, right? That's why I couldn't understand why y'all fought so hard on that. You killed somebody and didn't think they was going to pop back up again? They did. They actually did. Prior to that, the Nubians did it. The Nubians were still doing it. During the whole time of Egypt, they were still burying people when the king died. That's how you know the oldest kingship on the Nile Valley, which is encompassed Nubia in Egypt, comes from Nubia because they got the oldest such taboo of killing the subjects when the king died. That's how you know that's the oldest kingship on the Nile is when they kill the subjects. That's why we know the kingship comes from Nubia. Now there's more to Egypt than the damn kingship. Don't you dare overwhoop it. Don't do it. There's a lot of other things that make up a culture and civilization that did not come from Nubia. But we can triangulate and figure out where the oldest kingship was based off the oldest treaty. Matter of fact, you can find this around the world. They do it in China. They do it in Rome, all that, right? That's why in China, in Rome, they had the wasati, right? In China, they had the little figurines, the army buried with the leader, right? Because they had stopped burying real people, so they replaced it with the figurines or they replaced it with the statues. Same with the Egyptians, they replaced the real human bodies with the statues. The Nubians didn't replace it. I mean, a lot of people were serious about their kingship. Now, you can't have it both ways. I hear some Chatty and Patty talking. Either the kingship came from Nubia or it did not. Pick up the Chuck, man. Man, he ran from Chuck. Chuck, the pseudo killer. all day, every day. Chuck been putting forth information for at least 20 years, man. Serious guy. He put that work on him and he wiped his head, but he do more than that. Anonymous, what's going on with you, man? I don't know. We got 92,000 people watching, man. I'm appreciating everything. So we see, don't you dare be a Baptist or a Jehovah's Witness, you're going to be broke. Better off being Jewish or being an atheist, you're going to get to that money. That's wild, ain't it? Why is it that African Americans predominantly are Christian? And amongst some of the poorest people in America. Could it be the one God that made you broke? Did you get away from the gods? It's a cultural thing. Look at religion like this. It's a social cultural system of set beliefs and the way of thinking. That's why we try to shift you. I ain't saying throw it away. I'm saying I'm trying to get you to reason. Scientific literacy. How about literacy? It is a known fact that the youth that are illiterate will end up in juvenile detention. The stats bear this out. The stats bear witness. Literacy levels that are low, that are much, much lower in marginalized communities, people go to jail more often. Yeah, and then when you go to jail and you get literate, you don't return as much. So there's a direct correlation between literacy, scientific literacy, and going to jail. There's a direct correlation, seemingly, between the religion you practice and being broke. So if you want to pick the broke, your kids going to jail, then have at it. I'm just giving you something that's real simple. I'm saying work on your literacy. Your kids should be reading before they go to school. I'm going to say this again. For all y'all young moms and dads that got kids about to be born, they need to be reading before they hit any public school. Nursery school, they should be reading already. I'm not going to tell you what level, but they should be able to read. That's a barometer there for you. The school should not have to teach them how to read. They should already be reading by the time they get there. All my kids was reading before they went to any school. Now, of course, someone was homeschooled, but I'm saying before they touched down in a public institution, they was reading. So I think y'all should take that into mind. So figure out what religion you're going to do. Now, the Hebrew Israelites, they ain't even make the list because they super broke. Did you know that most Hebrew Israelites are broke? Let me stop. Not the Zaryak, he made it famous. I'm just saying, man, they read that joint too much, man. They doing too much. We doing too much. It's way too much. And I'm trying to simplify this for y'all. Knock it off. Come back to reality. I'm not saying don't believe, but I'm saying figure out how you believe and what the hell you believe in. That's all I'm really saying. And I'm saying is don't be a Jehovah's Witness and don't be a Baptist because they definitely broke. Most y'all gonna make 30,000 below. Be an atheist. I'm gonna get some money. Most importantly, be literate. Yeah, you keep your kids out of jail. This ain't hard stuff to do now. See, yeah, you just pick it. You want to believe in the one God, then pick the one that puts you in a position to make the most money, and then make sure the literacy level is there, man. That's a simple thing to do. Don't take a whole lot for that. Do it. It don't. Anyway, you say money ain't everything, but this is a resource, ain't it? And without that, you ain't got nothing. So let's join the conversation, man. We dropping it early and often, man. Open conversation. This is Friday show, man. Show some love with the daggone cash app. Show some love with the super chats. Let me read the super chats, man. Ending motif. And yes, those deities can be seen as symbols and at the same time be seen as literal beings. Absolutely. I totally agree. I totally agree. Brother. Chuck Morgan. Listening to work. Appreciate that support right there, Chuck. Appreciate you, bro. And once again, Echo Cypher, man, $2, man. Bro, keep going. That's love right there, yo. I'm telling y'all, that little small, that the small, the big don't matter. It's collective effort of the brothers and sisters helping out that make me say, I get some gas and some damn coffee for sitting here educating, and I appreciate that. Trust me. Who do we have here? Electron, man.
Said that right, boy. Hey, why you laughing? I'm pocketing money. Hey, why you sitting there giggling with that pretty face? You gotta pay me $85 for me to come out and find out what's wrong with your furnace or what's wrong with your air conditioner. You just gotta pay me to just come out. You gotta pay me to come out there. You gotta pay me to come out there just to see what's wrong. And then I tell you, and then you pay me for fixing. So you can giggle all you want with Electron, man. But I tell you what, when I follow them electrons, I find out what's wrong with your device.
So you know, Joe, he do the same thing.
So Joe, what I'm talking about.
But that ain't got
Joe, we chased electrons. Am I right or wrong?
You right.
So that's all I need to know. But when somebody get up and
you ain't doing no damn electron. Hey, Joe, stop it, man.
I mean, what's the joke? That's what I do, man. It ain't nothing.
We don't. That's what we not doing.
What's the joke, Unc? I don't get it.
Man, you ain't studying electrons and protons and neutrons, man.
Who said I was?
Well,
I said we followed the electrons. Electrons is in an electrical circuit. That's how they.
No, electrons.
Yes, it's called. Would you be quiet? It's called continuity. You got to find continuity in your lines. See, this guy don't know nothing. I thought you supposed to be a scientist.
I'm listening. I'm a spot check you with Joe. I can't. Joe, can he do that for real?
What did I just tell you? I do for real.
Yeah, I almost believe you.
I don't care.
Joel in the truck.
Now that's a point right there, Uncle. Disrespect.
I ain't disrespect you. Don't disrespect you, yo. It's the way
I'm gonna leave it alone because I never lied. I don't lie about religion. I don't lie about nothing.
Man,
so
come on.
You get up there and make a monkey of yourself.
Man, now you're making a monkey of myself. See?
That's right. See? It's my trade. That's what I do. But it's fine. I'm done with that. That's just my trade.
All right, Santan.
Back to the topic.
All right, Santan Lotion.
Because my man Joe knows exactly what I'm talking about. Let me say this.
I think if more African American male and females, because that trade required schooling. I always say school. It don't gotta be college, but your ass got to go to extra school and got to high school. If more of them did what y'all two brothers did, yo, the world as African Americans live in be a better damn place, yo. They would have more money at their disposal to raise their kids, right? So I take my hat off to both of y'all. Right? For doing that. I do. But it just was funny.
Put this out here just because we kicking it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because I was like you, dude. In my younger 30s, I was a street dude. I was out there doing the birds. I was getting them, right? So I put all that down when I hit my 40s, and I'm 66, and I've been doing heating and cooling and plumbing ever since. It took my 2 years of school, but I did it on the job as well. So what I'm telling you is this right here. I just did a job the other day, man, $3,500 just to put in a unit. And Joe know I'm right. And what I'm saying is money. And not only that, if your basement gets stuck up, I'm coming with the snake and I'm going all the way to your main. And
you do some plumbing too, huh?
Plumbing too, huh?
Hey, Joe, you know they run together.
I don't touch no plumbing. I ain't put my hand in your poop.
Yeah, I do heating and cooling and plumbing. They run together. That's my trade. But what you were saying about the subject matter, I kind of agree, but I don't think you should get in religion for money. I think religion is
that's crazy.
I'm saying religion is a peace of mind. You make your money, you get you a trade or something like that, or go to school and learn something, and you keep your religion to yourself, whatever it might be. That's how I feel about the subject that you was talking about there. Because I'm going to say this here because I almost lost my train of thought. Dr. John Henry Clark said when they came to Africa, they came they came and they took the religion and they left the spirituality. And when they took the religion, they politicized it. See, I'll never forget that. And that's what you was talking about basically today. So John Henry Clark say they romanticized the religion. They politicized it. It's about the money. But they left the spirituality in Africa, and which left them with nothing because they couldn't form no sort of money from that spirituality that they already had because they politicized and they made you do what you had to do. I'm reading, and I know there's some late reading. I'm gonna let you go on and talk. But I'm reading Chancellor Williams right now, and I'm like on my third day of it. And it's telling me a whole lot about even what you're talking about. And I'm sure you didn't read Chancellor Williams yourself. So I'll leave it right there. There you go. But
I got it. But the caveat is out of date. It's been out of date.
Look, it's just the ideal.
And for the record, nigga, you wasn't tracing electrons, nigga. You trace electricity.
No, we tracing electrons.
You're not gonna get me with that. I'm not listening.
Because you
made it up, bro.
You're ignorant.
I'm ignorant.
Yes.
Did you just call me ignorant to that subject?
Yeah, I'm telling you.
Put some money on that, nigga. You do not trace electrons.
You can't even cash at me the money right now. If I go get you,
go
get you the goddamn book and show you.
You trace electrons.
No, I don't.
You trace
Joe.
Because I ain't listening to you.
You do not Joe. Right there go
electrons. We trace
Joe right there. So you might as well pay me now.
Now, Joel ain't said nothing. They ain't tracing no damn electrons. Stop it.
We trace them.
Right. That's not no damn electrons.
It is electrons, man.
It's electrons, neutrons go around the atom. You tripping.
And all of that is in a circuit, dude.
Man, stop it.
You don't even know how to complete a circuit, huh? Why don't you you out of your lane?
I'm not out my lane today. I know what an electron is, yo.
You don't know how to. You got to complete.
I know what a proton is. I know what a neutron is. I know what they circle.
That's right.
You trait a Joe. Don't do it. Come on, Joe. Come on, Joe. You go next, Joe. You gotta tell this man, yo, that he's not tracing electrons.
I'm following the
electrical current and circuits. Let's tell him that, please.
Electrons are in the current, dude.
No, man, stop. Of course, atoms, of course.
Well, what did you talk? Well, be quiet now.
You don't have a
textbook now.
You don't have a textbook that says that now.
Yes, I do.
Go get it. I'm waiting. Go get that.
If I go get that book, I'm gonna put my cash app in there.
Yeah, go get the book.
Pay me for showing how ignorant you are.
Yeah, go get that.
I'm gonna do him one better.
I'm pushing all my chips to the table.
Yeah, you easy work.
Yeah, go get that. Get that.
Easy work.
I know. Go get that. Electrons. You say what?
You know what he meant. He talking about both.
He ain't talking about that. He said electrons. I know what the hell he think. He think electrons, electricity. He mixed it up. That's what he did. He is mixed that up, yo. I ain't trying to hear that from nobody. Not in the chat. I ain't listening. Y'all capped out. Y'all made it up. I'm not trying to hear that. I know what the damn electron is. I know what electricity is. I'm sitting here. I don't gotta be no expert on none of that. Goodness gracious. Go ahead, though. Go ahead. Hey, Joe, you can end this because you do this for a living too. Please tell him he does not have an electron collider, bro, at work.
We have what's called a voltmeter.
We have a voltmeter, dude.
A voltmeter is not an electron collider.
Oh my God.
Why y'all so technical?
What you mean, man? Come on, yo. We cannot have America running around like that. Man, he does not go to work with an electron, a proton collider.
I'm not doing it.
Hey, man, what is going on in the Daily Show, man? What is y'all talking about?
You know what
that man meant, yo. He said he went to work with an electron collider, yo.
Right. Should be
y'all want to stop playing with me around here, man. I'm gonna stop this, man. This is what I'm not doing. Immortal Technique, what's going on with you, man? What's up, man?
What's up?
Man.
Stop fighting the elders, man.
I'm not, man. Saying I'm ignorant on this. Y'all think that man fixing AC? That's a serious profession, yo. Heating and cooling, yo. You think he taking an electron collider to work, yo? What we doing?
That's not what he said. The whole thing. Let me defend Suntan real quick. The whole thing started from.
I ain't listening to you neither. You got a name like Daddy Supernova, I ain't listening to you. You're done. Yeah, I can't listen to you neither. Go ahead. Good for
the whole thing started from somebody saying. I think it was Reggie saying. Somebody mute out. Suntan or is that thing?
No, we can't even hear you. Sound good. Don't pull it up. Don't pull it up.
Anyways, it's fine. So the whole thing stems from Suntan and Reggie saying, "Yo, you don't know what literal means." And then Suntan said, "You don't know what literal means." That thing. And then Suntan was like, "My whole job is literal." Like if you forget to unhook that thing, you literally gonna get shocked or whatever. And then they started fighting over the literal thing. And Suntan was like, "Yo, this is my job. I study electrons, but I'm a blue collar dude too. So I know he meant electron flow. So like electron flow deals with the circuit boards and all that, and every technician goes through this stuff." And like Suntan was right. And then the fight happened when the whole like, "Oh, you're a physicist now," and then everything blew up after that. And it was way overboard. And Suntan never said he was a physicist, bro. He said exactly what his job was, and that's exactly what the fight was.
You see that?
Did you read my Did you read my comment about the vaccine thing?
No, what was it?
Go back. Sorry, I swore, man. I said I don't care if people get vaccinated. They can do whatever they want. I just know I'm not going to die from that, so I don't really care right now. Maybe in like 10 years or 45, maybe I'll start getting more shots. But right now, I'll be all right.
So you getting technical. Let's go back. Let's go back to the electron flow. Let's go back a little bit, man. You call it a current, voltage, or electrical current, yo. That's what it said in the business, yo. Nobody says the other way around. That's not right. That's no one says that. The textbooks don't say it that way, yo.
Can you look up electron flow?
Yeah, but you don't say that. Yes, you do trace electron flow.
That's what you're supposed to say.
Hold it up.
Put it up where it say?
It's in the thing right there.
Go ahead.
Billions of electrons are already inside metal wiring parts of an electrical circuit, even turn it on.
Why is y'all having an echo?
You dummy.
That's different, man. Come on.
That's what I
It is different, man. Y'all gotta stop this, man. Y'all gotta stop, yo. Why is it still echoing? I don't hear no echo, ladies and gentlemen. Let me mute everybody out. Hold on.
Yeah, I hear echo.
All right, I got you. It say electrical engineer. It say free electrons, outer parts of these metal atoms have loose. Yeah, I agree to all that, man. But you just don't say no, I said that ain't how you don't say that. You don't say I study electrons. You don't say that, man. I study electrons. You gotta stop that, yo.
I said the flow of electrons.
It's still y'all still got an echo in here?
Hold on. Yeah.
Y'all hear?
Yeah, I hear. It went away for a minute. It's gone now. I think your system up too high, huh? It's gone now.
Yeah, it's still clear now.
I muted out. So I got muted out. We ain't gonna keep me mute. No, I can't do this.
Right. Hey, Joe, you see what it says?
It's back now.
All right,
it's back.
Yo, we know electrons.
What did something already say?
Huh?
What you already say? It says what?
It says yes, billions of electrons are already in the metal wires of an electrical circuit. And my statement last night was, yes, I chased down the electron because electrons causes continuity through wires. That's how me and Joe find out if your blower motor not working, if the computer board not working, because we use, Joe, here go a fluke right here. You see it?
Right. Oh yeah, good stuff right there.
This costs $400. So I don't know what you're telling me about what I do.
So let me say this, Suntan. All right, so hold your meter back up.
This is a fluke.
All right, so hold on, let me see. All right, so see the little cutout. So where that little cutout at, you can read amps, right?
That's right. You can read the amp.
All right, so now, when somebody's saying they checking for amp or current draw,
right?
They are looking. You would consider that the flow of electrons is your current.
I know, but you don't say that because it's
good. We don't say it like that, right? No, we don't say that.
And it make you think other things, yo. That's the point. Like, don't play with me. Nowhere in the legend.
That's why I say you know what he meant.
Okay, I was laughing. It was a joke because that ain't what you said, yo. You be a scientist. The next thing you knew, you be a scientist next. I'm a scientist. You ain't a scientist?
Oh, you thought it was going somewhere. Okay.
Hold on. Are you a scientist? No, I'm asking you a question. Are you a scientist since you're tracing electrons?
No.
All right, then. Okay, then we got this straight. We good now.
I never said I was.
Well, shit, that's what scientists do and physicists do. They
trace what lunatics do.
So you're a scientist then?
No, see, if you want to call me that,
I knew it. I knew I could get you there.
No, you can't get me. I got you.
You ain't got me. I'm trying
because
to tell you.
You don't know what you're talking about.
I do. Well, you heard you heard Joel.
Well, he said
nah. We all know the electricity is made out of. No, how am I scamming? You the scammer. You stay scamming because that's a scam, yo. If you say that, it's a scam. You're supposed to say exactly what it was you was doing. You definitely ain't tracing no. Of course, electricity is made out of protons and neutrons. Of course. What else would it be made out of?
Electrons.
Oh man, I'm done. The echo is crazy. Hold on, let me see. This is crazy.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Y'all just fighting to be fighting.
That's the Ankh, man, because he always trying to.
I'm gonna ask you a question, Joe. How long you been in the field?
I got 16.
In 16 years, yo, you ain't never say you was tracing electrons, yo. Just tell the truth, yo. That's all I need.
I haven't put it like that, but I knew what he meant.
No, that's not the point. That's not. I'm asking. This is what I'm talking about. Because it's always a quick shift to somewhere. In 16 years, yo, that man never heard of that. So excuse me.
You crazy.
Now, so is Joel crazy? You saying Joel crazy?
No, you crazy.
I'm crazy. All right, okay. All right. I'm done with the crazy. I'm scared. What am I scamming?
Because you're trying to make a narrative.
What's the narrative? No, what's the about what?
About the subject matter.
And what's that?
Man, what did you do?
Yeah, let me get this up.
Who talking to?
I'm talking to you, nigga. Shit, I'm talking to you. I'm talking to you. I'm dishonest about what? The electricity, what electricity is made out of?
What?
So when you drinking water, listen, I ain't get out of here, man. That man said he was in the business for 16 years, yo. Nobody don't say that. Get out of here. You made that up. And I can pretty much guess what you're going to say, Rebel. I can just guess that. That ain't hard to figure out what you're going to say.
Guess what I'm going to say.
What?
You guess.
I already know what you're going to say. You're going to be on
the tell me before I say that.
He got an electron collider when he go to work.
Say that again?
He has an electron collider when he go to work. He's chasing electrons. All right, man. Shit.
No. Can I say something?
Yeah, go ahead. And then I want to get back to Immortal real quick.
Give me a minute to explain.
Nah, you don't got a whole minute. You don't got a whole minute.
Let's say you got a copper wire. Right. Copper is now
all right.
The element. And the electrons that he's talking about is basically energy tracing the line. Right, making a circuit.
Mm-hmm.
So, in a sense, he's measuring energy, which is the flow of electrons to the wire. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, he's not a physicist that goes into atom slash element and like, well, let's go atomic.
Let me see if I can change it. Go ahead, we listening.
So he's not studying like the subatomic particle. But at the end of the day, he's tracing energy, which now when you break it down, is the flow of electrons through the circuit. You know what I'm saying? So that's why probably using the word electrons ambiguously in that sense.
That's all we
Because
talking
remember,
about.
say you study electrons through volts,
Yeah, we wasn't talking about nothing else.
ohms.
So yeah, I know y'all know what I'm saying.
You know,
you know what I'm saying. Let me get back to Mortal. Hey, Mortal. Hey, Mortal.
Yeah, I'm listening.
I don't think we should have a rabbi
Listen,
now.
man. All that, you're not taking the vaccine. Why would you be more afraid of the actual virus than the vaccine, yo? The numbers don't ain't pan that reasoning out, yo.
Wait, I was not afraid. I was out there the whole time. I didn't get no days off.
So you're not afraid of the virus, but you're afraid of the vaccine.
No.
Your phone went out.
Body and I don't care. I'm in the wood. I'm on fire now, so I couldn't see.
Oh, I can't hear you. You had to call back. Can't hear you.
Okay,
Yes, sir.
Reggie.
Hold on.
You here?
Okay. I think what you do is mute somebody talking.
I'm trying. I can't even get.
You can't mute somebody who's not talking.
All right, now is it echoing now?
I'm gonna give it a shot.
Yeah, it's still echoing.
It's still echoing.
It almost sounds like somebody got two jingles, like YouTube and a screen.
It's happened on the show. I think I should mute every time talking.
All right, let's try that. Everybody is muted. Let me get him out. Electron chaser. Y'all niggas chasing electrons now. All right. Okay. How about now?
I'm gonna test it. Yeah, I'm slightly echoing.
Yeah, it's still there.
StreamYard, because it happened on another show.
Yeah, it happened on our show too, Unc. So you got to turn down your echo thing in your you got to turn the echo down. Yeah, he left and came out. What's up, brother Reggie?
Oh, what's up, Suntan? Even though I never curse at you, Suntan, but
I know you made me mad, man, jumping in like that. Man. I apologize, but you made me mad jumping in like that.
You mad, but I don't.
Hey, did I fix it? Is it fixed? Yes or no?
No, you ain't fixing it. It's following you around like the plague.
It's a little better.
Okay, so
it's a little better.
Okay, so loosely you can say when you're in a profession, to people who are not in the profession, you can give them an idea of what you're talking about. But the minute that someone asks for clarification, for example, on what the technicians do, you say, I use this tool for checking for voltage, checking continuity, checking currents, checking resistance.
That's what I said.
No, but you have to say, okay.
Hey Reggie, let's just be clear, man. I can say whatever I want to say, especially in the chat. I'm not being specific. I'm not working on anybody's device. You know what I'm saying?
Why are you cutting me
Just
off?
like this other heating and cooling man in the room now. He knew exactly what I was talking about.
Why are you cutting me off?
Because you trying to make assertions to how I should speak to people, and when I don't have to do that.
Okay, so stop cutting me off. You don't have the right to cut me off. You have a right.
You don't have the right to make assertions about me.
But you don't have the right to cut me off.
All right, man, go ahead, dude. So I see right now, Reggie, man, you going to a bad place.
No, I'm saying if I'm in a technical field, I can talk.
I wouldn't be talking to you.
You are cutting me off again.
Right. Because I'm just telling you, let's just get away from what I'm talking about me and what I do. I've been doing this 20 years. I don't need you to tell me nothing, man, about what I do.
When you are in a technical field, when someone asks you for clarification, you could just quickly say, my instruments help me check for voltage, check for continuity, check for current, and check for resistance, right? And then if they ask you another question, then you can go in. You can go in further. The problem with
is it still messing up?
Not really. It's low.
The problem with YouTube is that so then we have technical conversations on many topics, like for example on metal nature. So when I am talking about meta nature, I have to be very specific about what I am talking about. If I say if someone says to me, netters are real, but they're not literal and they're not actual, right? Then, and when we're talking about forces and energy, right now I'm confused because I know the field, right? How could something be real and not actual? It's vague, it's confusing. So then I ask for clarity. What do you mean by literal? Okay, literal is simple in my field, in this field that I study. Literal has to do with the original meaning. Where's the original meaning? It's with the experts. What do the experts say? I don't want to hear what other people have to say. I want to hear what the experts say about the word, right? And the experts is not me. The experts are those people that wrote lexicons and dictionaries, translated text, and wrote books that are peer reviewed or articles that's peer reviewed. Those are the experts. I don't want to hear from somebody with a magic wand. They can't tell me what the experts say. They're supposed to do the same thing that I do, right? And when they don't, then it's scamming. It's simply scamming. Because what you're trying to do is you're trying to be very, very vague, and then it goes into these other conversations. When you're in the field, you do have an obligation to be very specific about what you're talking about, right? And that's where we get into these arguments with, because everybody knows something about some things, but they don't know enough to know that they are maybe misstating or being wrong. And that's where we get into these things. And now we act like we on YouTube, and we act like when we some people have better expertise than others. Last time I checked, I call myself a beginner medium because if I'm not studying it every day, then I'm gonna make mistakes. If I'm studying it every day, I can move to medium, right? And I don't study this stuff every day. I don't. So I can make some mistakes, some beginner mistakes in the meta nature. But now I'm talking to somebody, right, who doesn't, who no one has seen him translate a text. No, he's never on any boards where we are translating text, right? He has no experience. So now this word comes up literal. Now, Sanetta, he could, on his channel, he could be the biggest voice on his channel. But that doesn't mean that he's right, because I just need to know what he's reading. If he can't tell me what he's reading, he just can't be right. And this goes back to the conversation that Ankh is generally talking about, is basically you have to read. That's where I came on to. You have to get your kids to read, because once they start reading, they understand meanings of words and how to use it in different places, right? They could talk one word around their friends, but when they go to school, they have to use words more specifically. And that's the point of this show. Well, one of the points is that get your kids, you're supposed to be experts in your house. Then how come your kids' reading level is so low, right? And that's the problem. And so and you can't do that by belief. Belief in God, belief in spirituality is not going to get your prepare your children, right, or the people around you to pass tests.
Yeah, let's get back to the gods, man. I'm done. Enough of that. We didn't appreciate that. Enough of that. I'm off that. I'm off that. Yeah. All right, you can say what you want. Say you chasing the atoms. I don't care at this point. Back to the gods. Back to the conversation at hand. Anybody want to say something on the topic of the gods and how we reduce the gods over time, and the one god becomes a tool of colonial powers? We know that Islam colonized parts of Africa first. They introduced Islam into Africa before Christianity. Now, interesting idea, isn't it? So a lot of the slaves that came to America was Muslims. Just look up the history book. Am I correct in this, Reggie, or am I messing that up?
Talk about later, right?
You're absolutely correct. A lot of West Africans that came to this country were taken from places like Guinea and Mali, and they were Islamic states. Kunta Kinte was Islamic.
Yeah, he was a Muslim. Yep. He got to Africa first. Yeah. Well, go ahead. What was you saying, Suntan? What was you saying?
I was saying you talking about in the later period because Christianity was there before Islam.
You mean no, not in West Africa?
That was Christianity. That was there. So you just talking about a later period
because
Islam did take over Africa. I'm
not
reading
West
that right
Africa.
now.
You talking about Ethiopia?
Oh no, I said the Ethiopian Bible.
Yeah, that's Ethiopia, but I'm saying what we come from West Africa. We don't come from Northeast Africa.
I understand, but I'm saying just on the continent, Christianity was there. But okay, if you
want it was in Ethiopia.
Right. Okay.
So for clarity, see how we gotta get clarity?
Yeah.
So for clarity, right? Christianity is in Ethiopia, right? Although they claim that Ethiopia is the first Christian nation, that's not true.
Right.
Yeah, that's not true.
Armenia is. Armenia is the first.
Armenia is. Armenia is. Let me see.
Christianity came into also East Africa through the Coptic period, right, which is later. But in West Africa, there was traditional African beliefs, and then there was Islam in West Africa. So there were a variety of traditional African beliefs, but the point that I wanted to answer was they figured out early on if you could control a god, you can control the people. So a state can control the people through controlling God. So if they control the people that teach religion or God concepts, then they can control the people because the state is controlling, got a headlock on the people that teach it, and they influence them, and then they further write and edit and add so that there's no rebellion. God doesn't earthly, what do you say, earthly what is it, earthly masters, what's that whole phrase and stuff like that,
obey your masters on earth.
Obey your earthly masters. Yeah, obey your earthly masters. So the God, the Bible are not doing it. The state is doing that. The state that controls says, put this in there, and you can practice the faith. And in early Christianity, it was wild. So Rome had control. And so Rome was like practice. If you edit this stuff so that there's no rebellion, because there was rebellion in Alexandria. The Christians were causing problems with the Hebrews and the ancient Egyptian populations, and so there were riots in Alexandria. Rome stepped in. When Rome stepped in, right? Then they had all these creeds and stuff like that, the Nicene Creed and all these conferences. They were able to kind of isolate out the parts that were causing problems, crucified those people, killed them, right, or excommunicated them. So anything that Rome did not like, they controlled the bishops at that time. And if you didn't do what Rome said, they would excommunicate you. Simple as that. Okay.
You know, so we had an echo when I unmute. Am I correct? Is it echoing now?
No, it wasn't you. I don't think it was you.
Man,
let me see. Is it me? Am I echoing?
No, ain't nobody. I don't hear it. In the audience of
I hear Suntan talk.
That was you just echoing too.
It's crazy.
Yeah,
hold on.
Nah,
Reggie got a horrible mic. Is it? I don't hear no echoing now. Is it echoing now?
Nah, I just heard it with Suntan and the other dude. I don't hear no echo now though.
All right, let me see. We put. All right. Okay, so we ain't echoing. Yeah, so my point is we come from West and Central Africa, and it's germane to the conversation because a lot of the first slaves, they was Muslim. All right, you say it's echoing, Sir Google. Well, I don't know. It's just damn stream.
No,
now.
now.
Yeah, in the chat they say it's echoing. All right,
Everybody close their mic.
You not echoing.
I'm gonna mute everybody out while I'm talking. I'm gonna do it like this. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do it like this. All right. Mute everybody out. All right. Okay, it shouldn't be. All right, we should be clear now. This is crazy. Yeah, the stream, y'all, they wild out, man. They got too many people on here and charge too much money to have an echo chamber.
A literal echo chamber.
Literally. Now, since we offered electrons and protons and neutrons and what metals conduct electrons and all that, we got past that. Back to, there was a few points made here. First of all, Immortal, he's a young guy, and I'm feeling sorry for him because he made a statement about he's more afraid of the vaccine than the actual virus itself. This seems to be a running theme in our community. You can just see the chat will light up with this. And I'm saying it's conspiracy theorists. It's misinformation that would even think about how this sounds. You are more afraid, right, of a vaccine that doesn't even have the virus in it than the actual virus itself, where you know it has killed more people. And even if you didn't believe it killed more people, then you would at least have to know that any side effect that you would get from a vaccine, because it's mimicking the pathogen or leads your body into thinking, right, it's a pathogen, right? That's why your immune system is stimulated to produce antibodies against the quote unquote pathogen that's not really there. Anything, the real thing, be double, triple of that. Why is it that we can't even think that far? It doesn't actually make sense. If you sit down and think about it, you rather get the controlled, quote unquote, vaccine that's been tested and in a controlled environment than a wild pathogen running that has colonized the world. Why can't we get past that barrier? Could it be trust? They say yes, because the medical industry and all that. That was 50, 60 years ago. I'm not sure, because at a certain point, you would have to care more about your kids and more about your family. At a certain point, there has to be a better decision made. And I'm saying is, you can't make that decision through your belief system. You would have to make
can I ask you a question?
No, not. You just cut me the F off. You cannot ask me a question like that.
I apologize.
Let me finish my point here. You can't make a decision based off your beliefs on something that occurs in real time. You have to make a decision based off your education of that particular thing. And I think humans in general do a bad job. Marginalized community do an even worse job. But go ahead, brother.
How do you do? Thank you for allowing me to be a part of the panel. I really appreciate you and appreciate the topic. I'm a person who never took the vaccine because I understood that the vaccine was not vetted. I've learned that the vetting process normally takes 7 to 10 years or more to have a vaccine that's new to be vetted. So therefore, anything less than that, if we're talking something that's not even been vetted for a year, that would in essence be a pseudo vaccine. And because it's something that's not proven, can't really be substantiated, unstudied. So why would someone put something like that in their body because somebody said it might be okay or it is okay?
Question.
Can I go there for
No, you can't. I don't need nobody to jump in this one. Listen what I'm saying. Suppose you're wrong.
I live. I've been living. Suppose they're wrong.
No, it's not a question. It's not the question I asked you. I asked you, suppose you're wrong. Is it a possibility that you could be wrong?
And my answer was, I will continue to live.
No, that's not an answer.
Because I have to continue to live.
No, that's not an answer.
You said, but what happened? You said, but what happened?
I said,
I will continue to live.
No, I said, suppose you're wrong. That's all I asked you. Are you willing to know the consequences of your actions? Because there are consequences in this world for being wrong. That's all I'm saying.
Absolutely. And the consequences, unfortunately. Am I echoing? Or do I just hear my own stuff?
All right, let me mute out. Go ahead. It's got to say we echoing again, man.
No, I heard the echo. The consequences of me taking the vaccine that is proven, I feel is far more dangerous than what would happen if I didn't, because I did not take the vaccine. Nothing happened to me. If I did, by chance caught COVID, I wouldn't have knew it, me personally. And I know people who have died.
Wait a minute. How could the vaccine be, if the vaccine, ain't nothing in the vaccine but the daggone protein, yo? How could it be worse than the thing itself? If anything, it would be the same, wouldn't it? Think about that, yo. If it's the same thing, if it's causing an immune response against the COVID, it would have to be something that mimicked the COVID. You get that, right? Like you can't put something else. Listen, your immune system develops a code against the COVID. That means whatever it was they gave you had to be close to the daggone COVID. How could that be worse than the COVID itself? At least they be equal. So are you basically saying that you're taking a risk with the real thing and you're not going to mess with the vaccine because it's worse? Think about what I'm saying here, bro. You got to really catch on to what I'm saying. Vaccines don't work the way you just made them work. It would have to be something that's mimicking the actual COVID itself. You get that?
Okay. What's the vetting process for vaccines?
They vetted that. They first of all, like a car, yo. When you build a car, right? You have certain things that you already understand about a car.
Not a car. What's the vetting process for vaccines?
You gotta let me finish though, bro. You can't.
Well, you're not answering my question.
I am answering your question.
You want to be a mechanic about it. I mean, simply, what's the vetting process for vaccine?
I'm gonna answer the way I want to answer it, and if you cut me off again, I'm gonna put you off. And we don't got to do it.
Put me on. Answer the question.
All right, nigga, you out. Now, here we go. Because I don't want to get upset. I don't want to go through this. I put you in the back for a minute because you're a little bit slick dumb. You slick dumb at this point, meaning you make no sense. Now, when they're making cars, they have certain safety features that they have learned over the years for cars. So when they make a brand new car, they don't start all over again. There's certain things that generally work in cars, and they continue to push those things that generally work forward. That's how it works. Same with vaccines. There are things that generally work and are safe and effective in vaccines. They will push the things forward that are productive in vaccine production and making safe vaccines. They don't just keep restarting over again. They learn from the past and bring it to the present, my man. So these vaccines has been studied for 50 years, the ones you think they have not been. You just not up on the information. You're making it up and you're dangerous to your own people because you're lying and you scamming. You scamming because you don't know the literature. You're ignorant because you refuse to read the literature. That's the issue here, that you can't read. Because if you could read, you wouldn't say what you were saying. Now, I'm going to put you back on here and say what you want to say again. I'm telling you ain't read the information, and I'm telling you wrong, and I'm saying you don't know what you're talking about. And at this point, you had high-level ignorance on said subject matter. That's what I'm saying to you, brother. And you're more afraid of the daggone vaccine than the coronavirus yourself. And for the record, you don't know if you had it or not because you could be asymptomatic. Asymptomatic means you have no symptoms. Right now, your heart could be about to fall out your chest based off you catching it. That's the point I'm making, bro. So go ahead and say what you're saying through your ignorance.
Okay, I'm going to ask you again. What is the normal vetting process for a vaccine? You still haven't answered that question.
I did answer the problem. They went through clinical trials. Stage 1, stage 2, stage 3. They did all that. They did everything they were supposed to do. You just don't understand the process because you have not taken the time to read it. Name the document you read. I'm listening.
Stop lying, Unc. Stop lying. That shit don't look good. Excuse me, sorry.
This is high level ignorance. No, I trust them. Wait a minute. The niggas in the chat, they're saying I trust them. I bet your babies go to that refrigerator every day.
This is high level
in the chat, they claim I trust them. I bet you go to the food market and eat that food every day. The niggas that say I trust them, I bet you drive your car and stop on them brakes, don't you? Yeah, you ain't get the car from a black neighborhood with a black mechanic. Like, get out of here with that. See what it is? It's a bunch of foolery. It's a bunch of ignorance. See, ignorance is our own worst enemy. It's ignorance.
Can I say something?
I'm listening.
Listen, all you had to tell my man was, I mean, you ain't have to tell it, but how many people
it's echoing.
Compare? Yeah, it's loud. How many people have died from the thing and comparing with the people who took it, the shot? Because I damn so took the shot. So how many people took the shot, died, compared to the people who didn't? I mean, how you gonna poison a whole nation? I mean, they thinking back and when they was with the Walk of Tears and all these things, when they gave them the Indians, the blankets and the syphilis, they thinking like that in 2020. All I'm saying is this: they not trying to poison the world. You did. If they is, I took it because I thought that would be more advantageous to my life and to my family. Because so many people, I lost 4 close friends through COVID. So I'm not listening to what nobody tells me. You don't want to take it, that's on you. That's all I gotta say. I took it.
So, and I appreciate that because I took it too. And I just had this conversation with somebody in the back chat, and I basically said the same thing Unc's been saying. And it's crazy that they would trust all the other things white America gives them. But when it comes to medicine, this one particular piece of medicine, they have some type of apprehension towards because they don't understand that they have been researching coronaviruses for 50 years. The information's out there. You all have access to it. All you have to do is search for it. You found this YouTube channel. Search for the information to see when they started searching for testing coronaviruses, what H1N1 was, what the one after that was, what those were. And y'all will understand that they've been having this information for years. So for y'all to sit up here and act like this is some magic pill is crazy, yo. Y'all need to grow up and stop affecting the youth with stupidity, yo, because this is bad. We shouldn't be over the age.
Listen, that's not even the point. Listen, I'm not even advocating for people to take the vaccine anymore. I'm saying that's your right as an American, as an African American, as a human being. You should have the choice whether you want to put something in your body or not. I'm not fighting against that choice. You have that choice. But what you can't do and what you don't have a choice to do is to lie and miseducate us into making wild, crazy choices that could potentially harm elder people, people with certain pre-lining conditions, and then the overall population of humanity in the first damn place. That's what you don't have a right to do. You don't have the right to lie to us that will potentially hurt us. That's what I'm talking about. I don't know where the conversation gets confused at. I don't give a damn if you take the vaccine. I don't take it. I don't care. I'm the guy that's gonna laugh at you. Ha ha. Right. I don't care. I understand why you have quote unquote ideas about not taking it. But most of y'all don't even study real history anyway. Y'all study the pseudo history, so that's gonna be wild. But anyway, just based off of the history, I get it. It's not a problem. I ain't tripping. But you don't got a right to lie to us, man. You don't. That's all I'm saying. And wear Ankh in the process. So you got an Ankh that values life, because it means life, but yet you lie to us, man. So first of all, here's a stat for you. Why you lying to everybody? Man, 1961, scientists discovered the messenger RNA, mRNA. Okay, 1986, researchers showed that mRNA could be introduced into cells and used to make proteins. 1990, scientists demonstrated that injected mRNA could produce proteins inside of living animals. 1990 to 2000, researchers began developing mRNA vaccines for infectious disease and cancer. I'm going to say this again, 1990 to 2000, that's 10 years right there. Between 1990 and 2000, researchers began developing mRNA vaccines, but yet you come on this panel and lie. In 2005, Carolyn Carrico and Drew Wiseman published a major breakthrough showing how modified mRNAs could reduce harmful immune inflammation, because they introduced pseudoutamine. They had utamine and they introduced pseudoutamine. They changed it, which stopped the harmful inflammation. Next point, in 2020, Pfizer, BioNTech, and Moderna COVID-19 vaccines began the first widely authorized mRNA vaccine. So anybody that hit your panel or hit your inbox talking about that's brand new, they capped out. They can't be trusted and don't know what the hell they talking about. Because what they can't do is they can't show paperwork to prove that that daggone vaccine was brand new. They tripping. They made it up on purpose. And they do it on purpose because they don't know. And the reason they don't know because they're ignorant to said subject matter. I debate any of y'all on that. Oh, y'all forgot I'm the debate guy when it comes to this. Don't forget that. Yeah, the largest anti-vaccine goddamn movement on planet Earth. I debated that. What we talking about here? White people talking crazy and reckless. Yeah, all right. I dare y'all. Yeah, dive in. I dare you. Dive in with all the conspiracy theories. I dare you. Dive in with the fake programming around it. I dare you. I'm going to tell you again, right? They ain't brand new. They only brand new to the ignorant amongst us. Now, bunch of nonsense.
It's crazy because when you think about it, the common cold is a coronavirus.
Man,
the flu.
All right, look, bro.
It's like they don't really understand what corona means. It's like we really have to give them an education on these things.
Man, I don't know.
So they can understand this shit.
Hey, Savio, you know what? You're right. You got to give them an education. And asked the question earlier. The guy never answered it, but it's very important, pertinent to this conversation. What have you read to validate your fear? Hand us the source so we can understand where you're getting your trepidation from. Why are you afraid of? Okay. My interpretation go ahead. Comes from the fact that it normally takes 7 to 10 years to fully vax. I mean,
man, get out of here. You made that up, yo. You made it up.
7 months. Even though you said it was, why did it take that long for it to come out there?
You made it up, yo. I don't want to hear that.
Okay. How much betting were boosters? How much betting did they do on all those 27 boosters you had to take?
Man, so you just ignored everything I said. I said it from 1990 to 2000, they worked on cancer drugs with the mRNA. I took you all the way back. You act like you ain't hear what I said, yo.
I can work on a house, but until I finish it ain't built.
I took you back to 1961, yo. How long do you need, nigga? That's over 60 years, yo. What are we talking about? You said 10.
Why did it just come out after the vaccine was in the public?
You said 10. I gave you 60. So admit you was wrong right there. Do that. Start off with that.
Oh, well, 60. I'm saying.
Say, I ain't know. Say, I ain't know, dog. And I ain't mad at you for not knowing. But at this point, I'm telling you how you doing it on. Now you willfully doing it. That's all I'm saying. You could be wrong. That's why I asked you.
You's a good brother. You's a good brother. But what you're doing is you're playing.
No, I'm not playing.
You're playing cemetery games with people's lives.
And you not?
If you telling someone to take an unvetted medical vaccine, how many people died from it? How many people already died from it?
This we're gonna do. Just say you're afraid. Just say you're afraid.
Let me say this to him. You just asked a good question. How many people died from the vaccine, right? What's the number? Give us the number that died from the vaccine, and then give us the number that died from the virus. Let me hear that. Can you hear me?
Go ahead, get your Google working, bro.
I can hear you. He don't know. Let me unmute him. Go ahead.
Oh, I was on mute.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, what's your numbers? How many died from the vaccine?
The main number is 1. Me. I haven't died from the vaccine because I didn't take it, and I didn't die for COVID. That's the main number.
You cheating, bro. You cheating. You haven't.
You asked me. I'm telling you. You asked me. I'm telling you. I ain't fucking dead from this shit. That's my point. And I'm not putting no shit in me because another motherfucker. How many people lost their jobs because of something that wasn't unvetted?
You gotta watch your language though. If I ain't
my
apologies, cuss somebody else. I want to get back to the 60 years. You said 10, I said 60. Say, Unc, I was wrong. I didn't know they was working on it that long. Just say that.
No, I didn't say how long they were working on it. I say how long does it take for a vaccine to be vetted?
Man, today's time, that's like you hold me to the standard of the covered wagon, driving from New York to California.
On average.
I'm in the middle of talking. I'm in the middle of talking. It's like you trying to hold me to a standard of people walking from California to New York in those trails all across the United States. And then they develop a wagon and a horse. And then you mad at the people with the wagon because it ain't took them a whole year. And they get there now in 6 months. And then you mad. And then they develop a jet plane and get there in 2 hours. And you keep thinking it ain't safe. Just for the record, bro, a 1 hour, 2 hour trip from California to daggone New York is safer than walking. You got the Native Americans to fight. You got disease to fight. You might not make it. A covered wagon is just as dangerous. So just because something is quicker don't mean it's not safe. You made that up. That's in your mind, bro. That's based off you not being educated on the subject matter. So don't hold me to that. What I am saying is they vetted it for 60 years, bro. The lady won the Nobel the Nobel Prize in Science, Curlin. She won that. You, African American style, gonna discount the lady winning that, and you gonna wow out. That's the most ridiculous thing ever, yo. That ain't fair to us. How's that fair to us?
Okay, can I ask you a question? To be clear, you saying that the COVID vaccine was here for 60 years?
I said that mRNA technology was worked on for 60 damn years, is what I'm telling you. They worked on it from then they worked on it in cancer drugs from 1990 to 2000. That's 10 years. That's that's 60 years to give you all that. So just say, I didn't know that. Say that, bro. Say that I know you're starting to get scared because you might have made a damn mistake. I'm saying don't cause everybody else to make that mistake, though.
You conflating wagons in the wild west to what I'm talking about. Come on,
let's get off the wagon.
Why don't you just go ahead and run next time? You can talk in circles.
So work for the government. Who you work for?
Bro, I'm saying is the way you talking in circles, you can be a politician with that shit.
Who you work for though? Who you studied under?
I work for me, bro. I work for me, and you work for me.
What? All right, now you talk. Now I work for him now. Now I work for you. All right, whatever.
They gonna get you, man. What's up,
you almost got me. Hey, yo, you almost cussed you out with that one, yo.
No cursing.
No cursing.
Yo, I'm hearing mad echo. I wonder if this shit is me.
Yeah, mute out. We're gonna mute you out for a minute because you almost got me. You mute everybody out. Go ahead, Juju. What's up?
I'm gonna be real quick because my phone about to die. But he asked how many people died. It's a quick Google search, but the numbers is around 1.2 million people have died from COVID, the virus, in the United States alone. Around the world, it's 7.1 or 2 million confirmed, but the numbers could go up as much as 36 million people around the world died from the COVID-19 virus. So that's your answer to that question. So you can play with that however you want to play with it. That's all I have to say.
Juju, why you didn't add
How many of you died that took the vaccine?
How many people died from taking the vaccine? See, that's what he wrong at.
That's fine. We're going to answer that question. The thing is, if I don't know the exact number, I know of one case of a woman who took the Pfizer, but she had like a genetic condition that caused her to have blood clots. It wasn't necessarily from the vaccine, it's that she had a genetic condition. And there was something going on. That's one person I know. The thing is, the benefits outweighs the non-benefits. One person died from taking the vaccine versus 300 million people vaccinated. We're still winning.
This is an opinion of yours, right? It's just an opinion which you're stating, right?
No.
That is definitely just an opinion.
It's not an opinion. It's verified facts. Like, this is empirical data done through testing that was global, meaning every country had its own standard and they put their numbers together to show the global. The whole world was fighting COVID, not just the United States. That's why we look stupid to the rest of the world.
How many people died because of the respirators that they were attached to?
It's only the United States that will put a scientist on trial for creating a vaccine that literally saved the world, because before the vaccine, people was falling off fast. I don't know if I don't understand why y'all don't remember that. I don't get that. That's weird to me, and it's disrespectful.
Well, why is it not happening now?
I'm gonna finish talking. You might not think that
well,
you have
stop
COVID,
talking
but like
so much,
me,
man. Let somebody else say something.
You might not think you have COVID, but like me, I'm asymptomatic. I had to ask the nurse because I had a little headache and I just wasn't feeling myself. I wasn't feeling bad, but I was like, I feel a little sluggish today. And I was like, test me for COVID. Just being safe. She's like, you don't got COVID. Like, she laughed at me. I asked her 3 times to test me for COVID while I was in the hospital. She finally did it. And when she came back with my results, she came back with PPE gear on. It's my girl, yes, you do. You know, because I know my body. But other than that, I'm completely asymptomatic. She's like, well, you're not showing signs. I'm not showing, you know, the big significant signs, but me just having a little headache, which I normally don't get, drinking water and it goes away, I knew like, I might have caught it. You feel me? So you could have been asymptomatic. But what I do know, a lot of people around here talking a big junk like you don't pass that on to somebody that's elderly or that is immune compromised. And those people probably didn't make it, because that's how the virus transmission to one human from the other. So it wasn't important for just you to think about yourself. It was important to think about your grandmama, your great grandma, and your family, and the elders that you be around, because you're not protected by the vaccine. So I find that very selfish. That's what I'm gonna say.
Vaccine is pseudo.
So I'm gonna dock my yacht in a minute. You got to be patient. Stop having, the temperament of a toddler, because that's what.
Are you a female? Are you a female or male?
If I did not get the vaccine for myself, I would at least got it because I live with my 83-year-old aunt, and I would not want to ever give her something that can be deadly.
Man, you out of here, yo. What you call that woman, yo?
I don't know what I'm listening to.
All right, man. You're disrespectful. I will not go for the disrespect.
Right. It's a crash out.
That's
disrespectful. Yeah, that's disrespectful.
Okay, well, that's all I have to say. Thank you.
Appreciate you, Juju.
Hey, gonna ask something like that. Juju, cute as shit. Talking about it. What is you?
She is a little cute there, though.
That nigga crazy.
I seen in real life. No, man.
If he couldn't see that Juju is all woman.
That's crazy.
What's wrong with him?
Yeah, that's kind of suspect.
The Dolly, what's
Ain't
going
no telling what he like, huh? Ain't no telling.
I always do that. I don't be hurting my feelings.
What's up? What's up, Juju? Peace to everyone.
What's up, bro?
Peace.
I'm just listening to like fools like that last guy. And just like you, I'm tired of them giving our people misinformation, you know? And it's a remnant from, I would say almost like that early 60s, 70s Black Power thing where some people think they are still fighting.
Mm-hmm.
And just like you said, he don't go outside and fight those brakes on his car. He don't fight that refrigerator. He don't fight all these other things that what he would call air quote white innovations. He don't fight that. They don't fight that. But they think that fighting certain things that they have cherry-picked like vaccination makes them black power or you know more self-powerful when in actuality no one has to trick them into taking a darn vaccine. See, that's where a lot of these people have it twisted up. No one has to darn trick you. They can just have our brakes not work. They can put a vaccine in our water. We are totally dependent upon this system. They don't have to trick us. That's what some people have to get through their head. And get rid of this fake fight that they have that they really don't. They don't have to trick us. They don't have to lie to us. We are totally dependent upon this system. But I hear a really bad echo. Let me call back. Thank you, all.
All right. Oh, shoot. Keep talking. Let me mute out.
Let me see if I hear now. Yeah, I'm still. Oh, no, I'm not. Well, shoot. I done put it out there. But yeah, I said what I had to say, but just said again real quick. People need to stop all this fake fighting, like they really fighting some type of power when, just like you emphasized, they are totally dependent upon this system. Totally dependent upon it. They don't have to trick you into taking a darn vaccine.
Right.
They don't have to lie to you.
Right.
They don't have to. Everyone in the chat listening, they don't have to lie or trick us. We totally dependent on this system. We don't grow our own food. We don't even make our own clothes. We don't make our own brakes. They don't have to lie or trick us. Human beings are very good at killing other human beings. And if you want to say the white man is very good at killing other human beings. They don't have to trick us or lie to us. They can just kill a whole million, billion of us. So, especially my black people, stop it. You are half-stepping.
Hey, Dazali.
Yo.
What's crazy is
you jumping in. We got other people on the panel, yo. You can't jump in, yo. You cannot. Come on, yo.
Yeah.
We gotta go on over.
Let me land. I'm done, though. I'm done. Peace, y'all.
Peace. Go ahead, Cedric.
Peace, everybody. Man, where to start? First of all, shout out to Fauci. What he did was just maintaining integrity. Go look up who Rand Paul is, who his father is, watch his connection to individuals like Alex Jones, and you can see what type of rhetoric we're dealing with. This whole conversation, it's having been in the battlefield during the pandemic, and I know Ankh was right there too, prior to the pandemic breaking out, the whole vaccine debate. So you got to appreciate a certain level of emotional response and no patience for the nonsense, right? Y'all just got to appreciate that for a minute. The misinformation, the regurgitating of all the old stuff that we have already dealt with is disheartening, because y'all know better. A simple fact you can't get around. Our risk assessment as human beings without the necessary prerequisite work is always flawed. So when you hear things like, I didn't die from COVID, I appreciate that. You're one of the few, but you seem to forget the bodies upon bodies in ice cream trucks right there in New York. Like how? Like, are we that episodic that we forget the reality of bodies dying? Family members. Each and every one of us has someone within 6 degrees of separation that died from this thing. How can you sit up here and say, I didn't catch it, I'm good, it's not real?
That's right.
I don't know where to start. Going over the science at this point makes no sense because I just broke down over 60 years of research. What are we talking about? No one here is going back to inoculation. We're not jabbing ourselves with live virus and hoping on a 50-50 outcome, because that's the best odds you had with the first installment of this technology. Jabbing yourself with scabs of active virus or the closest resembling virus, giving you a 50-50 prognosis. Half the people died. The half that lived were immune. We got the first generation vaccines. During the polio epidemic, live virus was in some of the vaccines causing people to die. Yet, we eradicated polio. You got the monoclonal antibody vaccines. Lot safer. Up to 85 to 90% safe. However, the process to produce them is forever, over 2 years. Growing them in eggs, and then you have the reality that immune compromised people are excluded from these type of vaccines because of being immunocompromised. No one here is going back and taking the Wright brothers plane and trying to cross the Atlantic, but we can cross the Atlantic in a Boeing 77. Because we keep moving forward. We keep advancing on the stuff that already works. Once you understand how the immune system works, once you discover DNA, the components of RNA that produce proteins, the logical sequence is the development of the technology that we're using today in medicine in general. A direct delivery system targeted for either the specific individual or targeted at a specific reactive site on an active agent. We keep moving forward with technology. Yet when it comes to the vaccine conversation, we become ignorant. You realize that we were able to produce a vaccine in months rather than 2+ years. You know the amount of life we saved just by that turnaround time alone? Like, this conversation is crazy. Where do you start? Where?
Education. It's education, bro. Where you at, Cedric? I ain't seen you in the server, yo. I left you a message.
Yeah, I saw. I responded today. Yes,
your man, the fake one. Your man, the fake one, scammed you on the panel. He's scamming, yo. Yeah, he should just be honest and say he don't agree with the vaccines, yo. Right? I'd rather take that than scam through, right? And talk crazy about the pseudo killers and community skeptics on what we do, yo. What we do is proper, yo. Simple as that, bro. Ain't no in between. And I'm saying I'm never going, bro. I'm never going. So let's go ahead real quick, Sabio, and then I'm gonna get to Saw 7. Mute out.
was just gonna say, it seemed like people forget about herd immunity in these conversations. Like you may not have gotten sick because or taken a virus. I mean the vaccine because your whole neighborhood had been vaccinated. So you probably just was cool because the virus had no place to germinate and breed. Some people forget simple things, yo. It's like they think they're magic or something because they didn't get sick. It's wow, it's crazy, yo.
Hey, it is what it is. It just got lucky. That's all I can say.
Go ahead to Saw 7.
Peace, peace to everybody on the panel, everybody in the chat. I want to say a couple of things. The first thing I want to address is Fauci. And I want to address that we have an issue in this country because we actually have a whole party that is campaigning and is trying to give efforts to destroy what science is, how science operates, and if science disagrees with their political stances is one of the big reasons why they're doing this. To have a scientist that actually created a virus that helped the planet, to literally put him in front of the world and try to catch him in something just to try to use him as a political tool to get votes shows you where we are in this country today. And it's a travesty to the American citizens because their health becomes a big part of it, and the mortality rates will rise because of this propaganda through these campaigns. And I think the second thing that's connected to that, especially for our community, is that, you know, Ankh, Cedric, all you brothers up here who's giving Juju, all you up here who's giving the science, giving the information, showing the facts. That's not really the issue. There's a little ignorance there. But the biggest issue that you guys have against these people who are making these claims is the lack of trust, right? And it's not all completely their fault, but they do have to have some fault in it because we're in 2026. The information is sound, and now you have to go to go get some help, some therapy for the lack of trust that you have that has been built through your ancestry, built through your education, and in some ways, your religion. So I think it's about us getting therapy for our people, so there could be a more of a trust to factual information than to look at something that's been proven and still try to prove it wrong. And I'll land my plane there.
All right, everybody meet up. So yeah, you said something that was important. And I'm saying I have empathy for us and our history and what we went through in America. And we're not actually trusting the government. That's another misnomer. You have independent scientists, independent of the government. I think this is important for us to know before we put out misinformation. So I do have empathy. When you study our real history, it will cause you to not trust the powers to be. But we're not trusting the powers to be. We're trusting something that's totally different in the science to which the world is a part of. It's not just colonial powers that have added to science. Remember, science matured in Europe. That means they had something and it matured there, right? Don't mean it came from there. Ms. Tiff sent me something. I want to talk about this later on in the show when I come back on at 6. And it's Erica Schultz. She's the new director of the CDC. She was confirmed. She's pro-vaccine. It's a sister, beautiful Black woman, right? And hopefully she will make changes in that. Trump and them came in and messed it all up. So, like I said, I agree. I don't agree with people's stances on it because it's all based off of bad information, but I have empathy And the challenges that we face in America that would make you be skeptical. You're supposed to be skeptical, but don't be skeptical pseudo. There's a difference there between being skeptical and skeptical pseudo or pseudo skeptical. Two different things there, right? I don't think it's right for people, right, that are pseudo skeptical to actually promote bad information to make their point. See, and that is the scam. Not the fact that we have an affinity for bad information, because we do, based off our ignorance and understanding, but the fact that we don't take time to get the real answers before we open our mouth, and we let our personal opinion on how we feel about the government override the lives and overall health of our babies and the people in our damn community. Because if you're promoting no vaccinations for the newborn babies, right, you're criminal. It's literally criminal in the age of vaccinations to not allow your baby to get vaccinated after you living in America, surviving off of the same damn vaccines. Ain't nothing happened to none of y'all. That ain't the general conversation in the African American community. The general conversation in certain parts of African America is, Will, he got locked up the other day with the feds. Man, Billy and him was in the gang, he got shot. He was only 13, he died. We got to go to the funeral. Tommy, he was a stick-up, man, he got money. Man, Grady, he got 50 years in jail, Man, Bill was in college, he was playing basketball, but he wanted to sell dope, and dropped out of school. But you never hear the conversation of Tommy and Aunt Ann died from a daggone vaccine. That ain't never in our conversations. It was one lady. I was in Baltimore when I was revving up for the vaccine debate in December of 2018, December 2018, or December 2019. Yeah, 18, it was December the 28th, and it was going to 19. And I debated Brother Keedy, right? And Baltimore beat the brakes off the pseudo. He a pseudo. And I gave them the same example. This lady said, well, I have. She started naming about 10 people that died from vaccines. You know what I said to her? I said, you lying. I said, you're lying, or you're even one of the most unlucky persons on planet Earth. She claimed her aunt died, this happened, the son, all that. That's not our conversation, y'all. We never had that conversation standing on the corner or driving on the subway or in a car with your family. You never talk about how many family members died from a damn vaccine. But you have talked about how many people, friends and family, died from COVID.
Can I ask you a question, Ankh?
Yes, you can.
Because I think it's important that we have to understand the role the government is playing in this mistrust, even today, live today. I mean, we had a scientist who couldn't tell the truth about science. He had to plead the fifth 500 times because anything that he would say would be used against. There's a target on his back to try to incarcerate him. And he can't get up here in public and tell the people the truth about the science because anything that he would say would be weaponized against him. I think that's very dangerous because a lot of our people listen to what the government says, even though they don't trust the government, right? So what do you say to that?
I tell you what I say to it. What I say to it is that we've been hit with a real slick trick of bait and switch. Because we get accused of being the ones that trust the government, but all these people that's parroting this narrative about the COVID vaccine, they the ones listening to the government, and the government that's in place right now don't go by none of the actual literature that's out there that tells you what actually happened. They all making it up. All the folks that's in power right now chasing after Fauci, making up all the information they're parroting out there. All the stuff's made up. They don't have any kind of scientific backing for none of the stuff they say. Therefore, the folks who run here and tell us, oh, you trust the government. No, homeboy, you trust the government. and you let them tell you anything they want to tell you, whether they got a document to prove it or not. All right, I'm off my soapbox.
Yeah, man. Everybody, go ahead. You want to say something? Go ahead, Cedric.
I'm saying Joel hit it right on the head, and it's so counterintuitive. We are listening to the rhetoric from a right-wing government that is anti-scientific. This is the same government that put Kennedy in charge of the National Health Institution. On top of that, we've seen a rise in measles, right? We've seen outbreaks in measles. We've seen vaccination rates drop. There's a direct correlation with what is going on in the administration, which people turn around and say Trump is a racist. This government is trying to kill us black people. They're racist. Then on the flip side, do as if what they're hearing in these Senate hearings is credible. When a fact check of any of these statements made, you see, like Joel is saying, there's not a single fact backing nothing these politicians are saying. This is incredible. This is Twilight Zone stuff.
That's right.
Yeah, man.
That's right, man. You're right, Joel. Because how you gonna believe Kennedy, man? He can't even talk straight, and he's just backwards to me. That's my opinion on Kennedy. So I'll drop the mic.
You know what's interesting is the push. If you follow the politics in the right, you follow the politics in the MAGA. The push against science isn't the information; it's the fact that it may debunk any lie, any policy that enriches them. Right? This is the push against science, because science has created all these different types of rules and regulations that these people who are rich that don't care about the people, they have to abide by. And so they're trying to vilify the scientists, they're trying to vilify the information, all for political and economical gain.
There you go. There you go. Because how you going to put Trump whole staff is some misfits. You got the world wrestling champ wife on the education board. Then you got Dr. Cuckoo on the health board. Then you got Pete Hegseth, the drunk, on the regulating the soldiers. Man, Trump whole hookup, that whole package is just like a strict no-no, man. So if you understand,
well, that's the biggest problem.
You know.
Yeah, that's our biggest problem of our government, is because Trump wanted yes men.
That's right. Instead of real professionals.
Instead of ignorant, and he'll fire the professionals.
He fired a lot of professionals.
Yes, he did. I mean, he had to rehire a lot of people to the CDC because there was nobody there to replace them. And it became an epidemic. And we are dealing with diseases like Brother Cedric had outlined. We're dealing with diseases being reintroduced into our society because they've cut the funding to monitor these diseases. And a lot of other things that keep us safe. So I think we need to keep our eye on the government and try our best to get this government out of power, because it's just going to get worse and worse.
Yeah, they draw an analogy real quick? Their own people turning on them.
Can I draw an analogy real quick with regards to these hearings? You have let me see if I can the proper analogy. Yeah, you have the college professor is being questioned by the third grade student as to why they teach history the way they do. Can you imagine the college history professor answering a third grader, getting grilled by a third grader as if a third grader has the body of knowledge and required prerequisites to question it? He would refuse to answer. So, and don't let the doctor in front of Rand Paul's name scare you. He's an ophthalmologist. He's an eye doctor.
Right.
Fauci is a virologist that is world renowned in the field, developing the techniques and writing the books and peer reviewed. I mean, there is such a world of difference It's like the guy that rides the bicycle is questioning the engineer of Tesla as to how he produces power and grilling him. And after 2 questions, the engineer realizes this guy doesn't understand basic motion, and he refuses to answer it. And we are doing as if, oh, you see, there's some conspiracy. Why? What sense would it make when everything that is going to come up of my mouth is going to be twisted, manipulated, and misconstrued by the highest level of ignorance that could be in front of me at this moment? Y'all got to appreciate the fact that Fauci took the high road. Because yes, this is a railroading. This is like nowhere in the world is this possible. I am being grilled by someone that cannot tie my shoelaces in the subject matter.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, this only happens in autocratic countries, in dictatorships. Those are the people who regulate the scientists. Those are the people who regulate the newspapers. Those are the people who regulate the media and the history and the information. This is what this government is moving towards. They're trying to get rid of birthright citizenship. They're they're getting rid of policies that help anybody that's black or brown. You check and look closely at this government, and there's a lot of things that are being exposed, dealing with our health, our economics, and our whole futures of our way of life. So I think that we need to be cognitive of what's going on around us and be proactive in changing it instead of sitting around complaining or creating conspiracies that you can't prove. We have a president who thinks that you can get cancer from windmills, who told people to inject disinfectant to cure COVID. We're in a very dangerous time now, and I'm being really serious. I know we're having a conversation, but we're in a very dangerous time right now. And I think our community, those who are listening, you must awaken yourself and be active in trying to change.
Man,
didn't some of the people actually do some of that stuff he was saying? Like people started buying like the horse tranquilizers. People was laying underneath the lamps and stuff. I was like, what the heck's going on?
I can still see that weirdo talking about, is there a way you can get bleach in the body? All this stupid stuff, man. I can see him on the stage talking about that in 2020.
I think he got some people up with that though, didn't we? Didn't some people actually try some of the remedies?
There were some small cases, very small cases, but there were people who actually listened to the president. That's what makes them dangerous.
Man, he's to enrich himself and his family, dude. You hear me, sir?
And he's doing it.
Enrich himself and his family. That's his whole.
He ain't trying. He's doing it.
Yeah, he's doing it.
Man made $2 billion.
He's not gonna get away with it.
In 1 year, blatantly.
Let me say this, man. It's some things that are glaring through this whole conversation. And I'm usually pretty good at seeing where the true weaknesses are in arguments. Cedric brought out one. We have not learned to distinguish a politician from a virologist. Even more so, we can't distinguish a regular eye doctor from a virologist or immunologist. They're two different things. Y'all should just look it up. I'm never sitting here talking about a subject where there are experts in it and agreeing with a nurse or an eye doctor. It doesn't make sense. It's out of their field. They just talking. And oh, by the way, that particular politician, he made up his own board to certify himself. Did y'all know that? So now let me get this straight. African Americans are trusting the person that made up his own board with his family members on it to certify him. Y'all don't think that's an issue? Y'all don't think it's an issue with Trump saying take some put some disinfectant in the needle? Yeah, like y'all don't find issue with that. It's ignorance that is the most dangerous thing here. It's disinformation that is ignorant here. We can't distinguish the two. So let me show you how we can't distinguish the two. I wanna say that the anti-vaxxers watch this. I'm gonna give them this. We talked about blood clot. I'm gonna do a whole show on this later on. We want to talk about blood clots. That's an issue, right? Of course. We talked about myocarditis. That's an issue, right? And we talk about deaths. Let me go to the deaths. I want to say this about the deaths. We know we have reporting systems called the VAERS or VAERS, called the VAER reporting system. Okay, it's a reporting system that anybody can actually report. All right, anybody. It doesn't have. You don't have to be a scientist. You don't have to be any of those things. You can just report. All right, you can bring in a report, right? And so let me get this right here. All right, let me get this right here. Let's look at how many people actually died. All right, according to the reporting system. All right, let me see the various reporting system. So, Pfizer, Moderna, right? There's an important distinction here, right? I mean, did you know there's a distinction between died after vaccinations and died because of vaccinations. I'm gonna say this real slow for you, right? In case you're getting it mixed up. There is a difference between died after the vaccinations and died because of a vaccinations. People don't stop dying because they took a daggone vaccine. Now, I know this is hard for y'all to figure out. It's counterintuitive. You don't kind of get it. I'm letting you know you can get vaccinated on Monday and die from a heart attack on daggone Friday and had nothing to do with the daggone vaccine.
Right.
You already had underlying problems with your heart. You was going anyway.
Right.
So that's a hard one. That's a hard one. I get it. That's hard. Because your mind is going to put together them two things. Oh, he just got vaccinated. Die. I get that. I'm not asking y'all to defeat that. Don't worry about it. But this is the one we can clearly defeat. Let's just say that the various reporting as of May 2025 said 19,417 deaths had been reported to the U.S. VAERS system after the mRNA COVID vaccinations. I want to give you that. I want to say, yes, you're right. That after they got vaccinated, right, they died. I'm not saying it's because of the vaccine. You can say that. But let's just say 19,417 deaths occurred. That was reported on the VAERS system. And anybody, quacks can call in, pseudos can call in, doctors, lawyers, politicians, and wild coon from the moons that came to Earth too soon can call in. Y'all need to know that. But let's give it a 19,417. No problem. But let's talk about how many people actually died from the virus. Let's see. Since we want to play this, hold on. How many African Americans died? Watch this. Hold on. Let me see. Man. Americans died of COVID. Let's see. Let's see what worked. Hold on. Watch this. I'm just saying African American. All right. We ain't talking about total America yet. Just African Americans. Let's see. So y'all see the number reported. All right. And let's see. Hold on. Y'all, this is easy for y'all to look up. Let me see who win. I'm gonna give you the biggest number possible. I'm gonna include everybody who's died, because when they reported the VAERS, it's not broke down over race and creed and all that. It's just the people that died after they got vaccinated, and then I want to see how many African Americans died because of COVID. So I'm giving y'all white people, black people, Chinese people. I'm giving you all them. I'm gonna include that in it, and let's see how many African Americans died. Let's see. Let me see something here. See what we can come up with here. The whole thing is very interesting. And for the life of me, this ain't hard right here. Later on, we're going to get into the blood clots, the myocarditis, and all these things that are actually caused by COVID. Okay? All right. While y'all playing. According to the CDC, the current demographics database, 166,000 165,000 non-Hispanic Black Americans have died from COVID-19 in the United States through June 2026. This represents about 13.5 of the U.S. COVID deaths. Man, that's a high damn number. So I'm going to say it again for the people in the back who don't understand. About 166,000 African Americans died from COVID, right? And only what? And what's the number I said? Watch this. Since y'all want to play with me, don't play with me. I ain't the one to play. I said 19,417 deaths was reported to advanced after vaccination, and that include white people, black people, green people, purple people. I want to give y'all all of that because I love y'all. I'm gonna give you a break. This is easy. But guess how many African Americans died? 166,000. That's how many African Americans died. I still win. I got y'all. I still beat. I still beat. So don't you, I'd rather 19,000 died than 100,000. Do y'all see the difference? 166,000. Y'all see that? And I gave y'all the white people in the black. I included all that in that for y'all. But that's almost
200K are people.
I'm just saying. And guess what? The number one leading cause of death in the African American community during this COVID thing was COVID. Not gun violence, not nothing else, but COVID. Make that make sense. You can't. And I'm going to beat y'all on this. I will debate anybody who claim that more people died from the vaccine than died from COVID. Did you know how many Americans died from COVID? Over 1 million Americans died from COVID. And only 19,000 died from after they got vaccinated. Doesn't mean it was the vaccine, but I'm giving y'all that because I know y'all y'all ain't gonna be able to distinguish that. You're not gonna be able to make that distinction between after you got vaccinated. You think after you get vaccinated, you're never supposed to die forever, like some Bible thing. Live forever after you got vaccinated. I know y'all thinking that. Yeah, and y'all automatically think because you died after you got a vaccine, a month later, a week later, it had something to do with the vaccine. I'm not even asking you to determine that. I'm saying I'm gonna give y'all the 19,000 something deaths, 19,475 deaths. I'm gonna give y'all that. And that includes white people, black people, green people, Chinese people, and aliens. It all included in that. Because I'm sure some aliens got it too and died. I'm gonna give you that. Right? And I'm saying the amount of black people that died from COVID was 166,000 people died. Black people look like me and you. And y'all got a nerve to get up on these platforms and talk that talk. Now, I bet you none of y'all will step up. Now, I still win. I'd rather have 19,000 people die after vaccination, including all people, then 166,000 die.
Black people.
The numbers don't even match up. The numbers don't match up.
Y'all sitting here capping, yo.
The numbers don't match up.
Y'all sitting here capping, yo. That's my point. They just talking, right? Y'all do know that a quote unquote the vaccine conversation is actually undefeated, right? And this is another thing that's wild. The reason y'all ain't gonna never beat a person like Cedric or the pseudo killers or anybody that's reason is because watch this. Y'all claim not to trust the government or science, but all the goddamn data comes from science and the government. That's another point that means y'all can never beat me at this. Because every number you use that's real and legitimate comes from science or comes through the government website, the CDC. So the question would be then, why do you trust that? It starts not to make sense. And everybody that claim they don't trust the government, you let your little baby, your little 5-year-old, let them walk to that daggone refrigerator and get some FDA-approved meat and milk, pasteurized milk and pasteurized orange juice, and you let your baby eat it. You don't stand in the refrigerator and say, "Oh, who goes there?" We don't trust it. You let your wife and your girlfriend go to the FDA-approved food market and buy food. And you eat it and you enjoy yourself and you pick your teeth and you drink a beer, the FDA approved beer and liquor. You go down to the corner and get some weed outside that ain't approved by nobody and you smoke that too. With stuff sprayed on it, you wouldn't know then, would you? So I'm not the guy you can tell that to. Tell that to the weak amongst you who don't read, who can't comprehend. I'm gonna tell y'all something, man. Y'all not even standing up. A bunch of weak people here. You just as weak as that white community I debated, that anti-vax community led by John F. Kennedy. You just as weak as them. But you dangerous to your daggone community. You playing with the wrong one when it comes to this. Every stitch of information and data that is correct that y'all claim to use, like from VAERS and all that, man, what you mean scientists set that up? What you talking about? The FDA approved have science. What you talking about? Matter of fact, last time I checked, Dr. Sabians, or whatever the hell y'all doing, y'all didn't let us know about the outbreak of the particular pathogen that affected the lettuce. You had to get that from the damn scientists. If left to y'all, we be still eating the damn lettuce, getting us sick. If left to y'all. But you know what? I bet y'all ass ain't buying that goddamn lettuce. Yeah. Y'all playing, yo. Just say y'all made a mistake. I'm doubling down. I'm messing with the lead scientist for Rousey. I'm double, tripling down. Now go find somebody amongst you that think y'all can stand this whipping. Go get him. Go get your champion. And I already took down the largest anti-vax. Go get your champion amongst you. A1, fake one. I see you. I'm just ignoring you right now. I see you. I'm ignoring you. Because you're so damn wrong and so damn ridiculous, I'm going to give you a pass. And I'm threatening you. I'm threatening you. I am threatening you, the fake one. Keep making shows with my picture in it. I'm threatening you. I will beat you down for months. I will show you how wild you are. You can't even look at a video and make the right determination. You can't even watch a video and know what it's saying. So you can not only read, you can't even listen clear. Yeah, we talked a lot of shit about something that I put my life into. Talked a lot of reckless trash, tried to act like you wasn't going. You was going at the real imp. You was. You capping. You ain't got no heart. See? So I'm threatening you. Keep making them videos. I'm gonna ignore you for a month. I'm gonna let you have at it for a month. I'm gonna let you have it. But I'm letting you know, yo, I'm gonna tear all that down. It's trash. Everything you said about vaccines is trash. Now, ain't none of y'all ready for that. I'm gonna say it again. Ain't none of y'all better than me when it comes to this. You got to go to Cedric and them that's better than me. You got to deal with Sean that's better than me. But y'all niggas, y'all average niggas, I beat y'all from pillar to post. Y'all tripping right now. Because I stood up in front of people that ain't look like me. And at the end of the day, they came to my table saying, damn, we didn't know. But the people that look like me, they stayed on that side. I'm going to say this again. At the end of that daggone vaccine debate, a lot of people in that white community, they say, man, we didn't know. We just came out. Thank you for educating us. They said that. That means they had the ability to reason and think about it. Yeah, all right. Let me read some of these super chats, man. Hit the Cash App. We're going out the door, man. We coming back this evening, yo. And I'm coming full blown, yo. Coming full blown. I dare y'all with that crazy, oh, that's a brand new vaccine. Cap, 60 years. They made it too quick. Cap had DNA. They broke down the sequence, was cut a lot of time. It's in the middle of a pandemic. These are the things we explain. Hey, Cedric, they not ready for this next attack, bro. They not really ready, yo. A1, no, the fake one, I got you, bro. Go tell your dominions or your dominions, go tell them, yo. Let them keep, I'm threatening him. I dare you keep doing it. With the fake slide presentation, all that is fake. You suit up.
Beat him. Respond to it.
You was being a little bit too nice. I don't think you heard the video. You was being a little bit nice there, Cedric. Because they talk crazy about you, too. See, when you ain't around, they talk crazy about you. See what I'm saying? Yeah. That's all right. I got him, yo. I'm going YouTube nuclear on y'all. Now.
Oh, boy. Remember the last time? Yeah. Remember the last time we went nuclear, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Y'all don't want to do it with this subject.
Yeah.
It's I'm gonna say it like this. In our sleep, 2 o'clock in the morning, no presentation required. I'll beat the brakes off of all of y'all. Every last single.
Come on, yo, you better at the vaccine science than I am, yo. What we talking about, yo? What we talking about? Let me read the super chats, man. Echo Cypher, man. Brother Unc, keep going. You know it. I'm gonna keep going. Echo Cypher gave out 10 jewels, man. Appreciate that, bro. Echo Cypher. 100 jewels, man. On Revenge, man. Appreciate you, man. The Netheroo spoke to me. They said Dr. Fauci plead the fifth. 110 times, 111 times. This demonstrates the sacred math of the Trinity, the Amen, Kunsu, and the multiple and mute, showing that there'll be longer side effects than death. The Netheroo. Anyway, man, we out of here, man. We coming back, man. Hit the Cash App. Hold on, man. Let me do this, man. Y'all gotta hit the daggone Cash App going out the door, man. I ain't got one Cash App. Y'all tripping. Yeah, I suggest you go get your champions too. You need to go get your champions. Go get them. I dare you. I double dare you. I double triple dare you. We're gonna beat them up in real time, yo. We're gonna sit here. Y'all can use anything y'all want to use, yo. Anything y'all want to use, yo. I'm gonna get you to use all your tools. We're gonna go point for point. I dare y'all. I dare you. Man, hit the Cash App, man. Show some love, man. But I'm threatening y'all. I'm gonna show you how much y'all can. That Friday show this evening, y'all. Don't let it run for the gas, but it never feel honey. Cash out, drinks get so fast. If you don't own your time, you just rent your past. Cash out, sprays for the flex, real life, real hard when the rent come next. Cash out, tool not die. Use it, don't lose it, keep your head on top. Let them build, let them pay me now. Everybody else get it like a secret. Timeline full of blessed, but the stress still lurks. Same folks fucking gas, still drowning in hurt. Explosions of cash and the camera flash, but the lights cut off and you can't make it last. This ain't a trick, but it move like a spell. Type in the amount for that dopamine swell. Quick tap, quick send, quick high, quick drop. Then you back in the cold when the road won't stop. I done seen love turn transactional. Quick send some in the DM like that's all it is. Cash out, don't let it run. Don't let it run. Cash out, don't let it run. Don't. Hard work, yeah, I respect that. But rest ain't weakness. I protect niggas, money earn me million if your soul gets in. If you always up next, tell me when you win. They sellin' hustle like it's peace in the pack. But peace don't come from a green little stack. So send when you can, look out for your kin. But don't let the app decide how you feel within. Set them rules, don't be ruled by the buzz. Real love is a call, not a what's up, cuz. Cash out, 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 don't let it run. Don't let it run. Cash out, don't let it run. Don't. Yeah. Ball. Man, yeah, y'all know what it is, man. Show some love, man. Friday, man. Gotta do what I gotta do, man. And oh, by the way, man, I'm gonna be over there. I'm gonna do a presentation on Killer Priest, man. Shout out to Killer Priest, man. Shout out to everybody, man, that's actually supporting the real information, man. Shout out to those who just afraid, man. It's okay, man. It's all right to be in fear, yo. Fear help you. It's part of the evolutionary process. But what y'all can't do is y'all can't fear the vaccine more than you fear the COVID itself. And every time y'all jump out the window, we got the numbers. I'm going to show you the source where I got the numbers from. Then you got to show me your source where you got the numbers from. You're not going to never have it. We ain't taking no disrespect to the women neither. Let them women talk. Big up to the new CDC in charge of the CDC, to the sister. Big up to the sister. She's going to put that thing back in place. That's Dr. Erica. Swolz. Am I saying that name right? saying the name right. Big up to her. All right. Big up to everybody that support the channel too. You know, we appreciate that. All right. All right. Big up to Erica. That's Dr. Erica. Swats. Hold on. Let me get her name. Swartz. SCHWARTZ. Swartz. Dr. Erica Swartz. Yeah, big up to her, man. Head of the CDC now. Pro-vaccine. So, y'all can do the crazy thing and act like y'all ain't had it. You don't know what's going on with your body. They won't tell the truth that a lot of the conscious community, the elders, you know what I'm saying, they ill these days, man, and they was non-vaccinated, man. A lot of conditions added to it. They won't tell y'all to hide it, though. They hide it from y'all. See? Truth ain't in them. Man, I appreciate everybody, man, for coming through, man. Appreciate all the love, man. Reed, let me see. We get any cash apps? No, we didn't. It is what it is, man. Man, I appreciate all the love, man. We be on here later on. We doing our thing. All right. Appreciate the support. We even appreciate the hate because we beat the hate up with one hand behind our back. Easy work. Easy work. Mm-hmm. Easy work. The problem is, though, is ignorance. Ignorance. And y'all know that y'all ninjas can't read.
They knew those niggas couldn't read when they couldn't understand. Would have as did alongside impurity. Misreading paragraphs and sentence structures.
Them niggas can't read, they bluff. Talking super wild, ain't nothing. You playing, I'm guffing. Acting aggressive, bluff. While you playing, I was hustling. I've been retired cattle rustler. Mills off the muscle.
Them niggas can't read, they bluff. Talking super wild, ain't nothing. You playing, I'm guffing. Acting aggressive, bluffing. While you playing, I was hustling. I've been retired cattle rustler. Bills off the muscle.
Them niggas can't read, they bluffing. Reading comprehension causes tension. I'm top notch, you benching. Them niggas can't read, kill conversation. I'm sitting back embracing constant winds, y'all bitches glazing. Ignorance profound at the forefront conversation.
Them niggas can't read, they bluffing. Talking super wild, ain't nothing. You playing, I'm guffing. Acting aggressive, building nothing.
You vote Trump, hating, top debater, knowledge generator, Mount Olympus. We built this. Them niggas can't read, gifted. Now I'm pissed. You did this. Shooting, you miss, can't hit this. Your 5th grade reading did this. Book reading, kill this. Now read this. What's up with the fakest?
Them niggas can't read, they bluffing. Talking super wild, ain't nothing. You playing, I'm guffing. Acting aggressive, bluffing.
Them niggas can't read. But what's the reason they chose greed over reason over intelligence? I've been relevant, believe me. YNs can't read, feel penitentiary, but I stay free, stay slick on the John Wick shit, and I'm loud on the mic with that stem grip. Pseudo killing to the day I die. Them know why. Most get high, but I stay fly. Never less than the guy. Rather stay sober than high. Keep the rocket from pockets. Check the document, been rocking it. Filled all requirements, wide environment. Still pull blicks, shooting that science shit. Them nigga can't read, die and breathe. They smoke, spray weed. They smoking trees, bend knees. If you would it be.
Them niggas can't read. It be what it be.
They die to go to hell.
Now free. It be what it be, never mattered to me. Always could read, yeah, niggas can't read. Yet they breed, kids that can't read. Fill the prisons, just up, cut, running around, doing stick-ups. I'm too quick, pull blicks, stem, hit, staying on that science shit. Them niggas can't read.
Live in America, land in the free.
I keep it on me.
I pull slick protection shit.
Stay on that science shit.
Them niggas get what they get.
Them niggas can't read. It be what it be. Stay on that science shit. Them niggas can't read.
Them niggas get what they get.
It be what it be. Stay on that science shit. Them niggas can't read. It be what it be. Stay on that science shit.
I'm your host, Bobby Banger, and with that, we out. I'll see y'all later on this evening, man. Be back about 7. Peace.